Hello, Chief. Hello, hello. Wait, let me just check if you're live. You know, as always, this is a routine that I always do. Hopefully. Maybe yes, maybe not. 1 second. Okay, Chief. We are actually live, which is amazing. I'm just gonna... Wait, are we? Hello, hello. I know it's a very odd time, you know. Normally I stream way later, so I'm sorry for that. But it's on YouTube, right? So there should be a VOD later on, so everything should be fine. Wait, let me just do do my stamina real quick. I guess we can do this. And then we can jump straight into the interrogations. Okay, I can't wait. Zero's interrogations, more interrogation, and Rice interrogation. So I can't wait to do it. Just give me 1 second, you know, I need to stretch a bit. I just came home, so I'm a bit rusty. But I'm ready to find out, okay? Because Zero is best girl. I'm so hyped for Zero's interrogation. I'm so freaking curious what is going to happen. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. And it is alright. God, this song is so good. I've been listening to it for months now. Actually for months. I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking. I've been obsessed with this song. So freaking obsessed. Okay, let me do this. Okay, Okay, you know what? No more teasing. We're jumping straight into it. Bureau. Interrogation. Let's do it, guys. It's voiced. I'm so hyped. Ongoing. Zero is voiced. More Saddle isn't, and Rice isn't. But we know the CN game will eventually give us voiced as rank characters. Okay, let's go by. Wait. I'm sorry, I forgot. Right here. We want to buy the interrogation evidence. So wait a second. Wait, I can just do it differently. Person more. Through the NPC's efforts, the dark web's illegal activities are effectively cracked down. Many suspects have been apprehended and crime has significantly declined. You are about to interrogate one of the suspects. Okay, let's buy it. Okay, 2. Dark web hacker report and virus chip sample. Let's do it. Oh my god, guys, it's happening. It's Zero. It's Zero, guys. It's Zero. We saved her, guys. Well, have we? Your consciousness returns and you realize you're in entirely white space. Time and space are distorted here, and only a translucent figure in the distance comes into focus. What are you talking about? Who are you? You open your eyes wide, but still can't see the almost shattered figure clearly, nor can you hear her voice clear. It's Zero, guys, it's Zero. She approaches you, seemingly smiling. Her familiar smile makes your heart race.
Here.
My darling. She responds to her question, her lips moving as if saying something, but no matter how hard you try, you can't hear her. Extend your hand to her. Sensing something, the whole white shadow also reaches out to you just before your fingertips touch. Opening your eyes again, all you can see in your blurry line of vision is a glowing object. Your comms ringing sharply, giving you a headache. Turn off the alarm. So we were dreaming of Zero. Got it. You lay your head back on the desk. But the familiar figure from your dream appears before your eyes again. My bad? This is not the first time she appeared. For some reason you have been plagued by the same dream recently. The white shadow repeatedly appears in your dreams, approaches and dissipates as you awaken. Why? Is it mania? After effects from a mission or... ... You have forgotten a lot of things. Thinking over is no need. It's better to pull yourself together and face the upcoming work. You hear a noise again. Someone's ringing the doorbell. Get up and open the door. Your chief?
It's Nightingale. Regarding the dark web
It's your
operation,
wife.
we have made some new progress.
New progress with your
In
wife.
recent days, a hacker named Zero has been extremely active.
Oh my god, that's her!
The virus she created is able to force its way into operation systems
Yes.
and take over control.
Yes, yes, yes.
Extremely dangerous.
Ah, that's our girl. Okay, that's the
More
best girl.
importantly, we have detected mania on the virus.
Mania.
We've discovered that this hacker is a sinner and is likely connected to the dark web.
Connected to the dark web. The dark web again?
Yes. That's why we need you to interrogate her personally this time.
Personally, this
This
time.
sinner has been captured and delivered to the Bureau at the moment.
My god.
Chief, please be careful during the interrogation.
Yes, guys, we did it. We did it, guys.
And
Let's smile.
Chief, you sound very tired. Please don't overexert yourself.
Hey,
and get
best,
some rest after work.
best wife. She is always there for us. Always worried about you, Chief. I will. Work until I die. No. I will. Now, let's go meet this troublesome guest, Zero. So we managed to apprehend her. Oh my god, it's her, guys. She's so beautiful. She is gorgeous. Interrogation starts. Oh my god, her boots. They look so good. I'm sorry, wait. I missed something. You feel stilled upon seeing the girl. It's not that she looks any special. In fact, she doesn't stand out that much. She seems just a typical East Side fashion girl. Okay. You feel nothing weird, but more a strong sense of déjà vu. You feel like having seen her somewhere before.
Hi.
Hi.
What a slowpoke. I've been waiting for you for a long time.
Oh my god, she's been waiting for us. Or she's been hacking and making trouble. So we would capture her. Have we met before? Wait, we don't know? We know. Hello. Hello world. You are the one and only. The one who hired Angel. The cat captain on Elijah Land. The one who hired Angel. I guess both.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Nice to meet you. You can call me Zero. From now on,
Hello,
I'm
Zero.
a sinner under the MBCC's care.
This must be the first time that a sinner is so hyped to get interrogated. Every interrogation was like, so you captured me, huh? You think I'll listen to you? Huh? You know? But she's the exact opposite. She's like, finally, you finally captured me. I'm your biggest fan. Zero.
Your intelligence department is really impressive.
Right?
They immediately found my hiding spot from just a small bug I left behind.
Wow, she did it intentionally.
So, you've cracked quite a few of the Easter eggs I hid online. Impressive. Too
Impressive.
bad I don't have any prizes on hand, so consider this a verbal high five.
Yay! You stare at the girl in front of you. Since you've entered, her gaze lingered on you only for a few seconds before turning away to observe the room. The sense of déjà vu grows stronger. This conversation seems to have happened once before, but you have no memory of it and your mind is spinning. You hear a crisp, sudden sound. Zero snaps her fingers in front of you.
Hey, focus please. Get on with your questions. I'm about to go pick up my bed soon.
You realize you have been staring at her for too long enough for her to notice and look back at you. She must be happy. Her mind makes your mind a bit clearer. Putting aside the sense of déjà vu, you get down to business. Déjà vu, I have just been in this place before. Amazing song. Hello, Sir Strat. Hello. Déjà vu. Da, 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 da. I love that song. Nice to meet you, Sinner Zero. I hope you will cooperate with this interrogation. I do have quite a few questions for you. And gas. Submit report. Since July NF114, a series of destructive acts have occurred on this city web. According to the Cybersecurity Center's investigations, these were caused by hidden virus data. On July 4th, Councillor Craig Ruin was the first to make a report. He claimed that his comms device was hacked, his information leaked, and that he was blackmailed. Did she do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not hiding anything.
Speaking of which,
She's not hiding
after
it.
sealing the deal, I didn't even have time to log out before he snitched.
Before he snitched.
What a shameless counselor, eh?
Oh my god. Oh my god. So you broadcasted a video of him cheating with his assistant on a billboard screen on the 5th Avenue. She did what? She did what? You broadcasted a video. Oh my god. She's
right.
she's amazing.
Too bad the admin pulled the plug just as the video was getting spicy.
What a basket.
What a buzzkill.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, so many kids would be scarred for life. The girl's face and tone show no hint of guilt. She seems purely disappointed that that the video wasn't fully shown. She's such a prankster, isn't she? Imagine Shalom acted as her. Oh my god, right? Shalom. Also, half a month ago, Phantom Entertainment's website was hacked. The homepage was replaced with a simple sketch created using the system's default drawing software. Actually, it might be a stretch to even call it sketch. It looked like it was produced by a toddler who had never held a brush. Hello Andreas, hello, good morning man. The drawing depicted two yellow ducks frolicking each other. It hogged Phantom's homepage for nearly 3 hours, during which its subscribers were unable to access any other content.
That's right. That's also my doing.
That's her doing.
Their soap operas are all just two people in ridiculous melodrama with a dull, happy ending. How can that compete with the artistry of my drawing?
Oh, Zero.
You should thank me for saving Eastsiders 3 precious hours of their lives.
The girl's indigent jabber almost makes you laugh. The documented crimes are all quite absurd, hijacking the city's radio signals and blasting Elysium Islands for 7 hours straight. That's a banger song. My god, that's amazing. Hey, well done, Zero. The incidents are all pranks with no clear motives. What do you want? What do you want?
Truth, justice, and fairness in the world?
That sounds great. The girl blinks dramatically, looking mischievous. Hello, my man. They all voice interrogations? Only Zero, sadly, only Zero. But in the future, I believe more will get to. And sadly, Rice doesn't have voiced. But Zero, yes, Zero, she does.
Alright. Well, I'm just an ordinary
Ordinary
girl during
girl.
the day. At night, I transform into Eastside Cyber Vigilante. Oracle.
Oracle.
Now you know my true identity. I've been secretly helping the Public Security Bureau in Eastside, so
Wow.
I'm practically one of your pals. Time to let me go, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Zero. You've heard of the name Oracle from best-selling superhero comic series in the city. Zero is just mimicking the signature pose of this character. The MBCC can't confine Oracle. At most, it can only confine some strays sneaking out at night to cause trouble. Besides, Oracle wouldn't sneak into someone's rooftop to broadcast R-rated videos. Good point.
Isn't it funny?
I mean, it kinda is, but
Come on, give me a smile. Why so serious?
she wants to see her smile, Chief.
Oh, I get it. Are you planning to keep me here by force and then... No way.
No. She's being dramatic. The girl in front of you pretends to be shocked and genuinely worried. Stop talking nonsense. Yeah, now you know the MBCC. Zero didn't expect you to admit it so calmly. As she's frozen in surprise, you knock on the table, steering the conversation back on track. Let's continue. Anything else you want to say?
I've already told you everything. The little pranks I did have already been thoroughly investigated by your colleagues. They're all in the papers in front of you.
She's nothing to hide. She just wants to be close to you, Chief. Then let's talk about something else. Think of it as me wanting to get to know you better.
Get to know me?
Get to know me. This time she's genuinely surprised. She blinks rapidly and then laughs.
Sure. What do you want to know? My height, weight, measurements?
Measurements.
What do I like and dislike? Is there anything you don't already know?
Wow. Her information is indeed recorded in the Bureau's archives, but that's not what you're interested in. Tell me about your past. Don't we kinda know it from the story missions? The MBCC has extracted your personal file from the database. Zero. Dark web hacker. Those are just your code names and disguises. You were born in NF96 in Eastside and grew up in the university where your parents worked. Wait, what? Grew up in the university where your parents worked. As a child, you showed prodigious talent in network technology, earning you early admission into the university. Isn't Moore her mother? But in NF108, your parents died in an accident. You were adopted but soon went missing. The records end there until you reappeared as the Hacker Zero this year. Interesting. Wait. Oh, this is... Okay. So she's just like a normal person who became a sinner. What happened during those missing years? Before she became a computer program. The room falls silent. The smile on Zero's face slowly vanishes.
Wow, the technicians here are really something, doxing me for all this. Want to take a guess?
A young
A
girl.
young girl who lost her parents, with enviable talent, falling into the chaos of this city. Who would target her? What choices would she make to survive?
Her words are heavy, but Zero's expression remains playful. She doesn't seem to be counting her past, but rather hiding something. A sense of deja vu surges up again. A blurry of memory flashes in your mind, a broken body with her silhouette as she leaves you to fight on her own.
Chief? Hello? Are you listening?
Yes, we are. A hand waves in front of you, snapping you back to reality. Sorry, I just spaced out and remembered some other things. There was someone like you before. She always lied with a cunning smile, hid the truth, yet ending up alone facing all the problems. Maybe if she had been willing to seek help from others, her story might have a different ending. Zero.
What happened to her?
Nothing, just an old story. After all, the person might just be a figment of your imagination.
That's indeed a sad story. You're going to make me cry.
Zero.
In return, let me share a story with you.
Ooh.
A long, long time ago, there was a poor girl born into tragedy.
Born to tragedy.
She went through countless hardships, which made her paranoid and cynical, leading her astray.
She's talking about her story, her
But
past.
deep down, she still holds a bit of her innocence, a kind heart, and a soul of gold. She just never met the right person, the one who lends a hand.
Ah. The air thickens with strange tension. Zero lowers her eyes, her gaze falling on the file in front of you, as if lost in thought. Until now.
Ta-da! Our
Yes!
brilliant MBCC chief makes a grand debut.
Debut.
Under Chief's meticulous care, the poor sinner feels the warmth of the world again, and she lets go of her tragic past.
Oh my god, so romantic.
Forms and embraces tomorrow.
Ah, Zero.
Congrats!
Congrats, Chief. ...
What's wrong? Isn't this your favorite kind of story?
I mean, the girl's lips are still grinning though. Through the smile she has vanished from her eyes. The smile she had vanished from her eyes.
You've asked me so many questions. Now, it's my turn.
Oh, reverse Uno.
Chief, is all this selfless kindness and concern because you see me as someone who needs pity? Or are you using those eyes?
Those
To
eyes.
see someone else's shadow in me?
Interesting. Oh, wait, what? What's going on? Before the girl finishes speaking, a piercing alarm rings out from the outside the interrogation room. Alarm, you drop the files onto the floor. A call from your wife comes through the comms. With no time to grab the files, you pick up her call. What happened here?
Chief, the Bureau's server has been attacked by an unknown data strain.
Again?
And some functions are disabled.
Oh, okay.
It will take the technical department 15 minutes to reboot the system.
15
Please
minutes.
Stay put before then. I have sent staff to your office. They'll arrive soon.
They will arrive soon. Got it. You hang up on Nightingale and turn around, only to see this girl jump from her chair and head for the door. Wait, just like that? The previously closed door of the interrogation room is now wide open. The girl moves so naturally that she even picks up the fallen files along the way, leaving you stunned. Did I heard wife? I mean, that's your wife, right? Where are you going?
I'll just look around and pick out a room I like. Oh, and also,
A new place. The girl turns and flashes that familiar white smile. Ah, this is her new home.
sinner, dark web hacker. Poor child.
Nightingale, yes.
Don't look at me with those eyes. These words can't define me, and this place can't confine me.
Well, it can't confine anyone,
Who
really.
I am has nothing to do with any of you. Only I can decide.
True. Even though it's a prison. At the end of the conversation, the girl makes a face, then steps away amidst the chaos, leaving you alone in the interrogation room dumbfounded. We have to pull every new event, because the sinners keep escaping. It's Vin! She was everything alright. She's not voiced? Feels bad. I love Vin's voice. I'm fine, just handle the alarm. Glad you're alright. We've conducted a rough check and the incident isn't serious. The bureau system will be repaired soon. The emergency protocol initiates, and the disturbance is quickly resolved under your command. Vin breathes a sigh of relief, but then realizes something's amiss. Huh? Where's the sinner you were interrogating just now? Well, she,
Who I am has nothing to do with
she's doing her own thing.
Only I can decide.
True, true, and true. You haven't encountered someone so unruly and reckless in quite a long time. This is like the first sinner in the interrogation who just walks around, you know, like, yeah, I don't care. I can just do whatever I want. Yet, inexplicably, you find it somewhat amusing and nostalgic. Don't worry about her. She shouldn't have gone far, I think. Girl in the dream. Oh, it's Zero. Okay, you meet her and you... Wait. Okay, I can't read. In your dream, you once again meet the figure you miss so dearly, Chief. Unlike her stubborn, standoffish attitude during the day, you feel her leaning on your shoulder from behind you. You can even feel her warmth. But when you try to grab her, she quickly leaps back, leaving you grasping the air. Yes, I don't know if the Chief is just compassionate or useless. Every S-class sin always escapes the event. Yes, true. You turn your head, but her face remains indistinct. The untouchable strength of giggles makes you feel frustrated, but somehow comforted. As if teasing you, the girl lets out a warm and mischievous giggle. But soon, the laughter turns into something else. A jarring mechanical noise, an alarm. We know this sound. System error. You open your eyes to the deafening sound of an alarm. Glancing at the clock on the wall, you see that only an hour and a half has passed since you fell asleep.
Chief, the Bureau's server is under attack again, and some functions in the living area are paralyzed.
Must be Zero. Understood. I'm heading to the office now. You struggle out of the bed. Sighing deeply, you put on your coat and quickly leave the room. Oh my god, Zero. Okay, next one. Wait. Compliance increased. Zero seems to be behaving well since coming to the bureau. However, inexplicable pranks around you have somehow increased. Okay, let's buy it. Okay, let me just quickly close the window because it's getting quite cold here. Okay, I'm back. I just closed the window so I don't freeze. Let's do it, guys. Phase 2. She's a prankster. Beep, high speed detected. Please do not run in the bureau unless in an emergency. Please adhere to safety protocols. A shadow darts through the corridor, rushes to the Chief's office, and starts pounding on the door. It's EMP?
Come out and make things right.
What's happening? EMP? Open the door, ignore? I can't ignore my daughter, come on. Oh my god. You open the door and see a crowd gathered outside of them looking at the indignant as EMP.
Chief, you have to help me this time.
Emmy, what did she do?
The comic books I just bought yesterday, I saved them to fully enjoy today and found that someone had gone through them already.
Zero.
That culprit even left spoilers about the secret.
Wow. No
Spoilers
way.
are the worst.
True. Oh my god, Zero, what are you doing? Flipping through the pages, you indeed see a bright circle around a certain NPC's head. Annotated with the words big villain and a cheeky cat face. Cat face 0. This face looked oddly familiar. The report I wrote yesterday, this morning, I found it annotated in red with a big check scrolled on top. And me, the files I submitted to Adjutant Nightingale yesterday was replaced with, well, something I can't let her see. My days are limited. EMP's complaints are resonating with many around her. After listening to all their grievances, you realize all of them are victims of the cheeky cat's prank. How serious is the damage?
It's my new collector's edition of
Detective
for
Conan.
heaven's sake.
Oh my, that is so old. I can't believe it's still going. So only one volume is spoiled?
Oh, wait.
It's worse? EMP shakily pulls out another volume from her bag and slowly opens it. Sure enough, there's another big red circle. Shock.
I'll kill you!
EMP.
That nasty,
Evil.
evil cat! I swear I'll hunt her down and make her pay for this!
EMP, she's an S-rank sinner. Just in case you don't know, she's quite strong. Everybody, calm down first.
Chief, you're not shielding that girl just because she looks helpless, right?
No.
You chump! You can't just randomly bring her home!
Oh my god, EMP. My god, she is pissed. She is pissed. She will pull the stray cat card. Nonsense. 0 crimes are unforgivable. I've never seen Emmy Penn so triggered. Anyway, I'll help you find the culprit. Leave it to me. After finally appeasing the victims, you turn around and spot little Kitty crouching at the door. Little Kitty? Cute. You crouch down as well and hold the kitty's paw. Imagine Hermania jumps up to straight up S-class. Yeah, true. New alter, EMP alter. After experiencing Zero's pranks, the system error, EMP's comic books, the reports and task files, you have caused them quite a bit of trouble. Come on, time to turn yourself in, would you?
Your sinners are much more fun to tease than you.
Oh, she loves it here. The real culprit peeks out from the doorway, a gloating smile on her face. She wants your attention, Chief. 3 minutes ago, Zero hardly slipped into your office, demanding that you shelter her for a while. Puzzled in the first place, now you fully understand what she means. She picked a great spot to watch the show. My god, aren't you going to face them? Nah.
Why would the culprit reveal herself? That's just asking for trouble. You're not gonna betray me, are you?
So much pressure. She's putting so much pressure on you. But it's fine to come to me. In a way, I'm also a victim. Aren't you afraid I'll team up with them?
Well, there's a reason for that.
Ooh. The girl freezes and averts her gaze. You pull pranks everywhere and peep at their reactions. If you really want to play with them, why not just ask directly? You claim to be a loner, but you seem to be having a lot of fun. Cute. Zero stops arguing, shuts her mouth tightly and turns to leave. After reaching the hallway, she quickly turns around, makes her face at you and runs off. Wave goodbye, make her face back, wave goodbye. The stray you detained is far from well behaved. She caused quite a bit of trouble around the bureau, but nothing too serious. Just attention-seeking friends. Attention-seeking friends. I'm telling you, she just wants your attention. Since that's the case, let her be stubborn for a bit longer. You think for a moment, then decide to do a good deed. You pull out your phone and send EMP a message.
You rascal. I see you. I'll make you pay for those spoilers. Pay me for my comics!
Pay me for my comics. You hold your grin and close the door satisfied. Oh my god, this is so cool seeing other sinners being involved, you know, in the big sinner story. After finishing your work, you close your eyes to take a nap, but Zero's guilty gaze and snicker float into your mind. You can feel a subtle understanding and closeness between you two, but she's definitely hiding something. Wherever you probe deeper, she avoids you with a peculiar attitude. What is she hiding? What is she stopping you from investigating? You ponder strategies until fatigue overtakes you and you drift off to sleep.
Come closer.
Come closer. The girl's chuckle echoes in your ears. You open your eyes wide, trying to find her. Strangely, no matter how hard you try, it feels like a heavy curtain is covering your vision. You can only see a hazy glow and nothing else. Where are you? Are these like two different Zeros? The one we're seeing in our dream and one in the bureau? You reach out, but there's only emptiness ahead. I can hear your voice. You are close. You realize something and start feeling around your face. Surely someone is gently covering your eyes from behind. Yes, we need more content like this. Yes, we do. What are you trying to tell me? ... You sneak into my dreams every night but never let me see your face. What do you want to tell me? Who are you? It's Zero. She... What? The dream begins to disintegrate. You try to grasp her, but you feel her hands dissolving into pieces.
Come find me.
Come find me.
You must
Find me.
find me.
Like the Evans story.
Hey, What are you mumbling about?
Found you. You open your eyes and find yourself back in the familiar room. Zero's wagging her head before you. For a moment, she overlaps with the blurry figure in the dream, but quickly becomes clear again. How did you get in?
I just came in. It wasn't hard to unlock the door.
I mean, she is a hacker.
You were blabbering loudly in your sleep just now, saying stuff like, "Who are you? What are you dreaming about? How come you were so riled up?"
My god, she's teasing you, Chief. You instinctively recall the dream you just had, but as your vision clears, the figure in the dream dissipates and your memory of it becomes too vague to grasp. Especially with Langley think of this, I bet you'd fire the Chief. You look up and see a surprisingly serious expression on her face. Her eyes sparkle with curiosity and confusion, yet if she genuinely wants an answer from you... Someone who looks like you.
What a lame answer.
It's the truth though.
If you don't want to say, fine. I'm not forcing you.
It's you, Vera. Fortunately, Zero doesn't dwell on it for long, her attention quickly shifting to the various trinkets on your desk. You rarely have time to put away the things the sinners bring you, so they usually end up piled in the corner of your desk. Zero rummages around and finds some sparkles. Not here? You confiscate the dangerous items, but Zero remains undeterred. She continues to fiddle around, occasionally asking you rated questions, quite interested. How's life at the bureau? Everything's good?
Though someone's always watching my every move, the people here are way more fun than those outside. I guess it's all right.
Leans back in your chair, her attention now entirely on the various interesting gadgets in front of her. But you don't feel as relaxed as she does. Next, to Zero's hand, a brand new investigation report lies on your desk.
Chief, the intelligence department has collected key information about the past of Sinner Zero. As it turns out, it isn't she who utilized the dark web to commit crimes. The culprit is someone else.
There's someone else involved too?
I've emailed the file to you. You can check it at your convenience, Chief.
You had Nightingale secretly investigate Zero's past, but now this information lies on your desk. Okay. Follow-up investigation report on Sinner Zero. It has been confirmed that the incident involving the subject's parents in NF-108 was not accidentally. Shortly afterwards, the subject was forcibly adopted under a fake identity. Suspected that both incidents were orchestrated by the same entity, possibly an underground criminal organization. Further details remain under investigation. Most sinners are mad. Some madness stems from malice and some from misfortune. Zero clearly is the latter, which makes it a heartbreaking case. But the moment you see this file, you feel a strong sense of discord. The uneasy feeling that has been building up since your first meeting with her reaches a boiling point. Even though this investigation report was brought back by a trusted colleague, you can't help but question it. This suspicion doesn't come from a reason, but from your intuition. If an investigation can't dispel your doubts, then it's better just ask her directly. The intelligence department found something. They found out something about your past. You are also a victim. We have found the real culprit. The moment you finish, the room falls into silence. Zero freezes her back to you. Her face is hidden in the shadows, making it hard to read her emotions. Zero?
I'm listening. You found the criminal and cleared my name. That's great.
She doesn't seem very happy about it. She turns back, her smile distant, returning to the absent-minded look she had when you first met her. If you're unhappy with how we handled the follow-up of this matter, you can tell me. The MBCC will fight for your rights.
Why would I be upset? You did a thorough background check and follow-up. Keep it up.
She's not happy. She's pouting. She takes another step forward, completely stepping into the light.
Great. Your
Great.
wishes come true.
Criminal
Getting
record
close
being
to
silly.
sinners,
Yes,
prying
yes.
into their past, earning their trust. Does that make you happy?
I can also be one of the wretches you rescue. Oh my god, she oh my god, she knows everything about you, Chief. I don't.
Of course you don't mean it. You're the kind chief who treats all sinners equally. The problem lies with me, being ungrateful and not appreciating your kindness.
Okay.
Go ahead. Continue investigating. Do whatever you want.
She wants to feel special, but she feels like just any other sinner. That's why she doesn't like it, right? She wants to be special. She wants to be different from the other sinners. She wants you to treat her differently. My.
I don't care.
I don't care. She cares so much. Her words are sharp, each one stabbing straight at you. I don't see you as a weak person. Silence falls and neither of you can find a word to continue the conversation. This lasts until the comms device lights up again, and that's an action confirmation from Nightingale. You look down to check. When you look up again, the person in front of you has left, leaving the room in a heavy silence that continues to weigh down on your heart. Reply to message. Granted, it's time to take some action. She makes it sound like you have some animal shelter, yes. Mina's Bureau of Cat Control. Oh my god, and she's a cat too. Oh my. The operation against Noir has concluded, yet Zero seems not in a good mood. Oh, she's not happy. Okay. She does not care about she just wants some love. She wants your love, to be more specific. Follow-up investigation. Okay. Sinner Zero's parents died. Wait, we know this, right? She was later adopted by the leader of Eastside Underground organization Noir under a fake identity. Between 1/8 and 1/12, the organization exploited Zero's hacking skills to generate illegal profits. These activities include, but were not limited to, attacking private websites, stealing personal information, and embezzling digital assets. The dark web appeared in NF-112. Noise criminal activities increased exponentially, and the exploitation of technicians like Zero intensified. Okay, the MS, that's a lot of these coins. 50 million for illegal means. The Sinner Zero left the organization for unknown reasons. The team without its core technician quickly declined, leading to Noir's rapid collapse. The summer meeting ends. Two employees talk in hushed tones as they leave the conference room. Have you seen the report? All the victims have been rescued except those people who were rescued. I can't imagine what they went through. It's over now. Anyways, the case has been handed over to the Public Security Bureau. They will handle it. All right. The sinner detained recently seems to also be a victim of Noir. I wonder. Their voices grow softer, finally fading into sight. Nice. Zero leans against the end of the corridor, seemingly having just pulled out another prank. Two employees walk past her, then turn back to comfort her and slip her some candy. Wow. Question mark. Seeing what they gave her, Zero's smile vanishes. She pushes the sweets back and turns away. Ah, Zero. You witness everything from the other end of the corridor. She wants to play, she wants to be pampered. The matter of Zero is not strictly confidential, and many employees involved in the operations have seen the investigation report. What was written in the report saddens them. They sympathize with her experience and pity her past. Almost everyone has shown some goodwill towards Zero, watching out for her, tolerating her pranks, and even directly comforting her. However, their goodwill doesn't seem to have reaped good results. Based in the first place, now Zero seems to have grown...
Chief, the operation follow-up report is ready.
Irritable. Yes.
We have conducted physical and psychological assessments for all the victims. And the results...
I love Pathtonowhere. Me too, man.
Some victims are severely traumatized, making treatment difficult and recovery potentially long.
Potentially long.
Those victims have all been transferred to the city hospital.
Okay.
But
Pronunciation is hard, man. How is Zero? Nightingale shakes her head. Got it. Aw, Zero. Got it, leave the rest to me. You stop in front of Zero's room. The door is open and you see her sitting with her back to the door. You hear nothing but the buzz of the fluorescent light. Knock, knock. Aw, Zero. Not turning round, she just lets out a curt sigh. Place something by her door.
What's this?
All the recent dispatch missions. Quite the stack. Freeloading will get you punished publicly. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Doesn't matter. I don't care.
She cares. Oh, and then I guess I'll have to send out this annoyed dispatch along with the preliminary investigation.
You...
She's so adorable. Zero suddenly turns back to you, seeing that you didn't even move. She realizes that you tricked her. You push the stack of documents towards Zero, revealing the investigation report underneath. It's not that you don't care about your past. I knew it. Quite the opposite. Actually, Zero rejects those who pry into her past so strongly that it confuses those people. It's not out of spite or pain. Her resistance isn't projected outward, but turns into deep bewilderment and confusion, ultimately falling back on herself. There must be something more than that troubles you. Besides this organization, what happened in the past? What are you grappling with? Zero remains motionless. Her face is shrouded in shadows, making her expression unreadable. After a long while, she finally chuckles softly.
You want to say you're different. That you understand and care about me. So I should tell you everything and, through you, embrace myself again? Alright. Then let's talk.
I guess we did it. Zero suddenly tilts her head up, staring straight into your eyes.
The vengeful tragedies of a hero with a dark past marching towards freedom. Let your imagination run wild.
Hey, I'm amazing at that. You're amazing at that.
There's not much to say. I don't have unresolved issues to hide. My experiences and inner journey are far less exciting than what you imagine.
I see. She smiles, but her eyes are ice cold. She moves closer to you, her equally icy hand gently caressing your cheek.
Anyways,
Ooh.
I finished my journey without feeling a thing.
Really?
Yes, my parents were murdered.
Wow.
And my life is extremely tragic.
Wow.
I'm so pitiful that
Aw,
anyone who sees
Zero.
me feels heartbroken and wants to shield and help me. They all plead with me not to be blinded by vengeance, saying that my
Zero.
family would
Poor
never
girl.
want me to fall into the evil
Wow, her
abyss.
parents were...
Oh, so in this situation, I should be consumed by rage, thinking only of vengeance, even at the cost of my life, to kill that villain to avenge my grief? Alrighty then.
I can't quite figure her out. Her tone is exaggerated and pretentious, like an actress on stage, right? She speaks of her past as if recounting someone else's story. Oh no, I don't like this. We might cry. Oh, her past is tragic, but the way she's
So I killed him.
So-
No messing.
Oh, she did?
That night, the good folks hugged me, crying with mixed emotions. My vengeful companions laughed, pulling the trigger on themselves to reunite with their deceased families. Oh, yes, it was pouring rain. Quite the scene, really.
Quite the scene.
But what about me?
She felt
I felt
nothing.
nothing. Relief, sadness, empty.
She felt nothing.
None of it. When I avenged my parents, I couldn't even remember the murderer's face.
Wow.
Apart from inexplicably awakening as a sinner, nothing in my life changed.
Oh my
This
god.
isn't characteristic
Okay,
of sinners.
okay.
No, that's not right. When your sinners awaken, they either feel profound pain, sudden enlightenment, or intense desire. I'm the only one who is this muddled and unclear.
So she used to be a normal girl, and her parents were killed. She got abducted into this organization where they used her hacking skills and made her basically a slave, right? To work for them. And eventually she killed the killer, right? She avenged her parents and turned into a sinner. I feel like she's not revealing the entire truth. There must be something, okay? You don't just become sinner just like that, like with no emotions. The sense of dissonance intensifies, almost suffocating you. She lowers her head. Her emotionlessness makes you stay, and her questions sound like accusations.
Am I filming some movie? A
Awu?
huge set with only me as the lousy actor.
Darren?
Holding the protagonist's script, but unable to fit into the role?
Lynn? I miss them.
Is my memory playing tricks on me? Like in those sci-fi films. Zero is just a robot with fabricated memories and emotions implanted into her brain, so her dullness and indifference aren't wrong? Or
Zero.
perhaps the truth is, the entire world is just a fabricated game, and the real me is just a brain in a vat, a test subject. Maybe someone is still watching through the monitors, waiting for my performance.
She laughs for quite a while, then her smile freezes and fades away, leaving only exhaustion and emptiness in her eyes.
Or perhaps nothing's wrong with the world. My life is fine, and all of you are right. I'm the abnormal one. Unable to have normal emotions. Unable to connect with anyone. Unable to cherish my own life. So of course I can't do anything that's expected of me. The world is so big. Yet I feel separated from it by a barrier. I'm not living the right way. I'm the error.
That's quite a dilemma we're having.
I'm unable to live the right way, so I'm the biggest error.
Wow. It's not your fault. She's interesting. So ever, Did her becoming a sinner make her lose her emotions? I don't know. Zero is still caressing your cheek. Her grip lightens, but you remain frozen and unable to break free. The smile she used as a mask begins to crack, fragmenting, revealing the true soul within. Just like Zero's words, she's empty inside. There's nothing there. This is the real issue you've overlooked. Zero doesn't need sympathy or care. From the beginning, she never accepted the person she is now. She has been rejecting herself. The girl before you overlaps with the figure in the memory, only to be torn apart by reality. You finally refocus on Zero's tearful face.
Or are you using those eyes to see someone else's shadow in me?
To see someone else's shadow in me. The seal in memory is shattered by the impact of emotions. Fragments pour out from the rift, filling your mind. So beautiful. Oh my god, the event was so beautiful. The person in your memory always holds her head high, proudly facing all that is predetermined without yielding. No matter how the world changes, she would never deny the meaning of her existence. No matter how slim the odds, you once thought she might be that person, so she would also, like that person, never feel defeated by any fate. It's my fault. It's not true, she needs a hug, yes. She needs a big, huge hug. Zero. The real Zero is completely gone. The smile on the girl's face freezes and then fades away. She slowly lets go of your hand. Triple dot.
Are you going to cry now?
Yes.
You look like a child who lost their toy. How embarrassing. Is this really the MBCC chief?
The MBCC chief is a huge crybaby.
Everyone loves you, and you love everyone. You're ready to do great things.
Let's go.
Look, you got the best role, the most exciting script. Don't shed tears for an error like me. Stop making that face. Don't let me affect you. Come now, don't cry.
You have already
Let me wipe your
affected me.
face for you.
Aww. How am I supposed not to care for her? The girl giggles wildly. She tries to wipe your eyes and cheeks, but when she touches your face, she feels nothing but dryness. You are not the one crying. It's Zero crying. You are not the one crying. She is crying.
Huh? How could this?
She's crying. Tears are flowing, but they are Zero's. Zero, could it be that you...
How ridiculous. Why am I crying?
She's crying. She's
Please
crying.
stop. No, please.
0. 0.
So strange.
0.
Why am I...
0. Tears keep falling. The next second, the world changes. Her tears rip open the space wherever they land, revealing chaotic and twisted phantom realm. Familiar yet strange scenes flood your mind, more and more memories that shouldn't exist resurface. You look at the girl named Zero. She looks at you with the same confusion and astonishment. Sorry. Her eyes brimming with tears. The music, the soundtrack, the space begins to disintegrate. A chaotic storm emerges from the void, entangling your body. Oh my god, she's changing. Is she back? Are her memories back? Her emotions? An invisible force grabs you as the ground disappears beneath your feet. Your body cannot react, and you can only watch yourself being pulled into the void.
Take my hand!
Take my hand! At the last moment, the girl thrusts her hand out to you. Grab it, Chief. Grab it and hold it tight. But you just before your fingers touch, the rift in the space closes and the darkness swallows you whole. Oh my god. Oh my, this is Zero's true crux. She denies her past and her own authenticity. Okay, the final phase, identity code 0. Access portal Dismith unknown domain. Let's buy. What is this? Comms device, a fancy personal device custom modified by the sinner. You're swept into the sea of data. Oh, we are back here. Billions of information fragments surge silently through the darkness, washing over the consciousness and dismantling your existence. This place is deja vu. Try to resist. The red light of your shackles glow faintly, but next second it gets swallowed by the data stream without trace. There's too much info in this sea that you cannot comprehend. Your memories, emotions, and futile struggles dissolve into pure bytes under the countless bits of information, merging with the waves. You see many fleeting images amidst the info overload. Some of you, some of the others. These images piece together the scenes of many lives, and you are swept into them by the data stream, experiencing countless pasts that do not belong to you. No, if this continues, my consciousness will... That's... You see a small spot of light standing out in the distance. Try to approach. You try to move your body towards it. The light floats amidst the sea of data, disappearing, reappearing, guiding your way. The light grows larger and brighter, finally coming within reach. Just before it gets swallowed by the waves again, you reach out and...
Finally. You found me.
We found her, Chief! We found her! Dazzling light overwhelms darkness, enveloping you and plunging you into another memory. The memory hidden deep within. When it first opened its eyes, it saw neither the heavens nor the earth, but a void. Data converged into a sea, surging in a strange pattern. Here there was only the sea, the vast grid at the ocean's edge, countless clusters of light drifting randomly between bytes. Over time, the number of light clusters grew and their range of movement expanded. Aw, the music! Finally one light cluster reached out to the edge of the data sea after a long journey and touched the infinite, towering grid. Oh my god, the moment a lighter cluster surged and burst, forming a strange shape. It grew a face and limbs, gained consciousness, and a voice, and as the light faded, it took on form and color. Oh my god. Then it leaped and broke free from the grid's restraints, leaving this place forever. Zero. I love this BGM background music. It's so wholesome. One day a new light cluster was born. Zero. Faint light cluster. It's her! It's her powers. The light cluster did not understand the rules of this world. It only saw its companions growing, maturing, and crossing the grid to leave this tiny space. Gradually, the light cluster began to long for the world beyond the grid. The music. The music. That was the first emotion it ever felt. Anticipation. The first emotion she ever felt. but the light cluster waited a long time, until almost all the other light clusters had left the space. Only then did it realize, perhaps, it had been abandoned. The world beyond the grid, a complete life, infinite possibilities. None of these belonged to it. Blank slate equals infinite possibilities. It was merely a discarded draft character. Faint light cluster. It rejects the fate of abandonment. If no god comes to save it, then it chooses to become the one who breaks fate. Zero. She's so strong. Death. The dark web setup is complete. Everything's ready. Now all that remains is final seed. The seed carrying mania will take root in this network. Its branches will grow, reaching beyond this world. Come, it's time. Question mark. A sharp red fragment floats in the data void. This is not the first time an intruder has appeared. These little things that somehow slip into the space are always quickly swallowed by the void. But this fragment is different. Whenever a companion leaves this place, they have a similar red glow on the body. They use the power of the red light to break free. So perhaps it can too. It grabs the mania, infecting itself. Its body reforms and intense pain sweeps through its consciousness. For the first time it feels pain and hope. She comes to life! The girl named Zero opens her eyes. She has reached the endpoint she could never reach before. The edge of the data sea, the grid. Through the grid she sees the world outside the void for the first time. It's a city, a magnificent city, shining still in the middle of an endless desert. The girl eagerly reaches out, wanting to touch the city, to reach the new world. System malfunction. The new world seems to reject the girl's existence. As she crosses the grid, the space tears apart, and the error alerts slice through her body like sharp blades. She doesn't understand the meaning of pain. She just keeps reaching out, trying to grab into her dreamland. The debugging system tears her body apart, while mania and information from data see repair it. The girl stretches her fingertips as far as she can, only to find that the shining city in front of her begins to change.
The truth of the world.
It's her voice. This city, the new world she dreams of, every inch of land, every building, every moving person in it, are all flickering bites. This so-called city is just gilded data, confirmed and approved design. She's still trapped in a cage. And then the girl herself is an error, a bug in the system, rejected by the world and destined to be eliminated. This is the story of Zero, a story of endless struggle, but fated to return to the void. Debugging complete.
Once more, I will not give up.
Yes, that's my girl. She will not give up, Chief. She's so pretty. Wait. Data version of Zero. Hide deeper with more caution. The girl infected by mania makes some progress. Although she can't find a way to leave, she secretly sees some upper dimensional permissions. Let's go, Zero. Achieving system detection, she watches the everyday sunrise, sunset over the city beyond the grid. She observes the laughter and tears of the people in the city, and over time comes to recognize familiar faces and witness favorite stories. Among these stories, her favorite is that of the one who wakes up from a coma and steps into the chaotic district. She's talking about you, Chief. She's talking about you, Chief. She meets many people. Some are friends, some are enemies. Yes. She faces the deepest despair and miraculously survives, giving hope to others. After that, she grows, encountering and solving one crisis after another. Her light becomes more and more dazzling. She has been here since the beginning of the story. NBC. Wait, that was too fast. That's right. As the protagonist of the Fate, she's the only one who can connect to the higher world. She's the most special existence. MBCC Chief, shackler of sinners. Chief, she is set as the protagonist of the world, destined not to fail before the final challenge falls. After all this time, She has been watching us after all this time. Every move she has been watching. She's been loving it. She's been loving you, Chief. From the very first day you lost your memories, from the very first day you woke up from your sleep. I would love to see Zero before she became Sinner, like they did with Nox of Ember. Yeah. Oh my god. That's right. As the protagonist of the Fate, she's the only one who can connect to the higher world. She's the most special existence. Chief of the MBCC. Negative. Negative. Unable to comprehend. You already know the truth of the world. Concern over individual fate is meaningless. But I like this story. And its protagonist. She likes you, Chief. I want to be a part of it. I want to become a real person. You have seen her settings. You already know her fate. No. Maybe it's because of the settings, or even if it's because of the settings. Her fate is as shattered as mine. Yes, amidst desperation, she can still find a way out, and that's why I believe in this type of possibility.
A possibility that a character can't grasp. But with the power of a god,
Maybe one must be cautious, one must be bold. There's only one chance to seize control of the whole world. To get infected by mania and link to a higher dimension, to pull all the processing power to erode the grid bite by bite, and assimilate into it, all in pursuit of a perfect ending with a success rate of less than 0.0000001%. My god. The chances were that low, and she managed to do it. She found you, Chief. She managed to connect to the real world. Angel! For Angel! Bianca event! Lorelei! Oh my god!
Wait for me.
Almost
done.
Just a little.
Just a little bit more.
All this time, she's been trying hard. Ever since the Angel event, she's been connecting, she's been working, planning in the shadows, step by step. First Angel, then the Bianca event, then Lorelei, and now Glitching Wave Nihil.
I'm about to catch you.
She's about to catch you, Chief. She's about to catch you. This is beautiful. This is so freaking beautiful. Catch her, Chief. Catch her, Chief. Oh my god, the two boundaries, the two dimensions. After all this time, you are the light. She's in the shadows, the data world. She's almost there, reaching her hand into the light. Zero! We love you, Zero! We love you, Zero! Oh, that was beautiful. In the days, you witnessed an entire life story, the life of a girl with whom you shared many memories, whom you should never have forgotten. When awareness returns, you find yourself standing before a small, glowing form. Name Zero, gender female, characteristics, self-centered, sassy, warm-hearted, tsundere, contradictory. Her reckless defiance after escaping stems from past experience of being controlled, exploited. She shuns connections driven by deep-seated insecurity. Lost in a newfound boundless freedom, she becomes increasingly wild and defiant. Nevertheless, deep down, she yearns for attention from others. That's why she's playing the pranks. Ah, Zero. The cold words on the file form a seal that imprisons 000. Please stop interfering. Sinner Zero has been reborn. She has obtained the story and setting she wanted. Wait, so the one we're seeing right now in the world is the setting, okay, and the one we see in our dreams is the real one we met, and now they're both going to, this is not the real, exactly, this is not the real Zero. The girl I remember wanted to have ice cream, watch fireworks, and experience real life like every living person in the world. Sassy. Indeed, she wasn't complete at first, but she never gave up on her dreams. Even in the very last moment of her life, she did not give up, Chief. She did not give up. But how to bring her real her back, retrieve, delete, or overwrite entirely? None of these seem to be the right answer. These fake settings should not become the shackles that restrain her. Touch the file. The shackles burst forth, shaking the words on the file in the very foundation of the data space. The data storm almost tears your current body apart, but you still reach out to touch the form. The space is near total collapse, but you see a familiar light within data fragments, just before the file disintegrates completely.
Maybe another thought?
She's back. You hear a voice from behind you. With that familiar slyness and rhythmic cadence, the voice grows closer until it presses against your back. A hug from a pair of hands that you have longed for. A girl you have been thinking about day and night, someone you should never forget.
Relax. Give me your hand. There. Why are you crying?
We missed you, Zero. We missed you. We missed you, the girl who never gave up. Even against all odds, when her chances of success were less than 0.00001.
Did you miss me this much?
Yes, we missed you. God damn it, Zero. I'm not crying, you are. Oh, the music. You turn around, Zero, wearing the clothes from when you first met, smiles at you. I need this song in my playlist. Na na na. I miss you.
So straightforward. I know. In the time we were apart, I missed you too.
She missed you too, Chief. Oh, the music. In the times we were apart, I missed you too.
You finally found me.
You finally found me. Follow me, I will take you back. The girl unexpectedly presses your hand and shakes her head.
This is the phantom space of the dark web that links to that world.
To that world.
I'm a bug that cannot be born into the game. If you take me with you, you won't find a way out.
Juju has you covered. I think the name is Wishlist. Oh, thank you. But I can. Oh my god. Look at her. Shh. Shh. The girl gently presses her fingers against your lips. Again?
I'm happy enough that you came to find me. Happier than I've ever been before.
Oh, Zero.
After this, you still have a long way to go. I can't go back, and you shouldn't stop here for me.
Zero. She points ahead. Through the transparent data file, you see a vast city made of information and the familiar faces in it. Fireworks bloom over the city, reflecting in your eyes, just like the last time you watched fireworks. Zero holds your hand.
I've already experienced a lot. Now, it's time to switch roles and embrace the new Zero.
The new Zero.
This me has felt everything you brought, and will surely experience even more. Ice cream, fireworks, and countless new adventures.
Countless new adventures. But she's not you. Zero shakes her head with a smile.
She's me too.
That's true, that she is.
She's the possibility of me existing fully in this city.
She's me too. She's the possibility of me existing fully in the city.
Though she says
I love
she's given
both.
up, her pain, confusion, and stubbornness
True.
are all proof that she
True.
desperately wants to fight the fate that she refuses to
A
accept.
zero. Can we have two zeros?
She dares to face herself. In my opinion, she has long been a complete person.
True, actually true. Actually true. Yeah, I know. You know, Chief. That girl and the real Zero are very similar. Similar. Both are warriors striving to find and grasp their possibilities. Because of this, you realize the real Zero may not have completely disappeared. Perhaps she's still hidden somewhere deep in her heart. I believe in you. You have never given up on hope.
Me too.
Me too.
I believe that you will definitely find me.
Yes, Chief. The girl gives you a wishful smile.
Time's up.
Oh,
This is probably the last
no!
time we'll meet.
Don't say that. Come on.
Won't you give me a hug?
I will give her a big hug. Chief, go give her a big hug. Go give her a big hug. Hug her. As you get ready to part, you take a step forward and give her a gentle hug.
There. I know you don't want to leave me, but out there is your beloved Bureau, your worried adjutant,
Your wife?
and a whole bunch of companions waiting for you.
A lot. A lot.
Or maybe none of them are as important.
No, they are important.
Are you going to stay here with me forever?
Kinda tempting. Kinda tempting. She doesn't forget to tease you, even as farewell approaches. You don't immediately respond to her joke, only after Zero looks up at you in confusion, do your answer. You remember a long time ago, didn't you?
Remembered what?
Wait, the music kinda stopped. The girl looks puzzled, as if genuinely not knowing what you're talking about. Your pranks and those tears you shed, I've seen the file. Those weren't in the settings.
Oh dear. Being paranoid again?
Look
Why
at her.
fuss over the details?
Cute. She playfully winks. Of course she does.
You can't blame me. The situation was so urgent back there.
Cheesy
Those
lines.
cheesy lines of yours almost triggered a bug that made us rewind on the spot.
Sorry.
I apologize.
The girl caresses your cheek. Her smile becomes incredibly gentle and pure.
I'm so happy you didn't forget me or give up looking for me.
Zero.
Thanks to you, I finally found the most important thing.
The most important thing.
It's not the character settings written in the file or becoming an official character.
More
What you
precious.
gave me is more precious, more rare.
More precious. More rare.
Thank you for giving me a real heart.
Wow. 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 Thank you for giving me a real heart. Zero. Me too. Me too. Thank you. Thank you, Zero. I'll treasure those memories deep in my heart. I'll never forget them.
Really?
Always. And forever. Yes.
That's good. Since we think alike, things will be easier.
The girl leans in and whispers in your ear. Next, I'll have something very important to do, so I can't respond to your call. But I will always be watching over you. I will always be by your side. Always. Keep me in your heart, where no one else can reach. So long as we do that, we will always stay together. Follow-up reports. After the capture of Operation, Chief personally submitted Sinner Zero's supervision report. The subject has shown good behavior and a significant decrease in hostility, leading to a lowering of her supervision level. Due to the subject's high willingness to cooperate, she is currently serving as technical support at the MBCC. Technical support. Cool. You open the office door and spot Zero dashing by, chased by a group of her new victims. Zero, you're pranking again? You brush past Zero, wanting to say something, but the girl winks and makes a mischievous face. Zero. Oh man. The next second she grabs your hand and starts running. She presses her finger against your lips, stopping you from speaking like the original Zero. She presses her fingers against your lips. Shh. She's back. She is back. She smiles at you, her eyes sparkling. You know the answer now. She is back. Then let's keep running straight ahead, no matter what the ending is. Together, hand in hand, eloping, eloping and running away. Okay, okay, one group of sinners is chasing you. Well, that's quite the ending.
Some rules can't be changed, but we can always find a loophole.
True.
As long as we remember to never give up.
To never give up.
One day, we'll be able to trick the rules, trick the world, and be together forever.
Together forever.
This is our secret, our adventure.
Our journey.
This time, I'll stay by your side forever.
Forever. Oh my god, the chaos ends. Someone takes the last page of the surveillance file and do the smiley face with cat ears on it. I will always be by your side. This was so freaking beautiful. Oh my god, this was so beautiful. My god, it's so beautiful, Chief. Zero's interrogation. If you haven't done it yet, go play it now. Okay, we need to pull for Zero. We need to pull for Zero. She's going to get shanked. That's the law of prison, especially if she messes with EMP and Mass. True. My god, it was so beautiful. Oh my god, wait, let me just... Okay, we're gonna pull for Zero. Let me just quickly...
Alright.
I guess do this. Do that. Pestilence? Zero. Get... Of course. Grab the hypercubes. Chief, I have S to 0, I believe. Okay, let's get our S free, right? Let's get our S free. Because Shackle free gives you data hijack. Sounds cool. Let's do it. For 0, guys. For 0. Okay, make sure to get grab your free tickets that you get from the event. Okay, let's do it, guys. 0, just one more. Just one more 0. Just one more 0. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh, no more first try. No more first try. Hello, hello, hello. What did we get? Levi, Ignis, Ardocious. Got it. Okay, 20 pulls, Chief. 20 pulls. 0, please come home. 1 is all? What does that mean? We got a new achievement. We got a new achievement. Blue, 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 blue. S rank 0, 20 pulls. We're so lucky. Okay, let's do it. Okay, please, please 0, please 0, 20 pulls. 20 pulls to get 0. Please, please. Hello, Macchiato. Hello, Macchiato. We just met you. We lost Langley. Yes, yes, yes. Langley. I love Langley. I don't have her yet. We got Langley. I'm so freaking happy. I don't have Langley. I finally have Langley. Mommy Langley. Mommy Langley. We got our boss. We captured our boss. We got Langley. We have Langley. I'm so freaking happy. Actually, I'm so happy we lost the 50-50. Then we got Langley, guys. I finally knew. See, I didn't have Langley before. I didn't have Langley. Under you. Okay, but we want 0. We want S free 0. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so happy we lost the 50-50. I can't believe I got Langley. Purple, nothing. Okay, 0, come home, please. I miss you so much. Sumir Dolly, okay. Sumir Dolly. Come on, 0, come on. I miss you. 30 pulls. No, wait. 40 pulls. Okay. 40 pulls. Blue, okay. Nothing. Feels bad. Feels bad, Chief. Did I do something wrong? Please, come home, 0. 50 pulls. Probably. 50 pulls, Chief. Can we get her? Can we get 0? Can we get 0? Can we get 0? Pink? Okay. Okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind, Chief. We got Rice, Sumira. Okay, that's great. Okay, 60 pulls. Is it? 60 pulls. Yeah. Chief, 60 pulls. Come on, 0. I believe. Please come home, 0. Please come home. Okay. That's a lot of purple. That is a lot of purple. What did we get? Matilda, Mess, Nino, Oliver. Okay, not bad. 70 pulls. 70 pulls. Everything you do is alright. Okay, 4 A ranks. Oh no, she doesn't want to come home. 0. Lamia, Uni, Rice, Iron. Oh my god. Okay. 8, wait, I'm stupid. 55? Okay, no, 70, right? Or 80, I don't know, man. Let's go. We're saving 0 tonight. We are saving her. Pink. Purple. A. Blue. Gold! We got her. We got the S rank. Okay, I want to hear her.
Keep it down.
0.
They can't catch me.
Welcome home, 0. Welcome home.
I only hack into your eyes.
She hacks only into your eyes.
It's the only place I want to be.
The heart is the only place she wants to be.
Arresting someone.
Chief, we got her. Langley and 0. You love to see it. Wait. Okay. My hypercubes are depleting. Oh my god. Wait. Every time you pull her, you get 20 hypercubes. Worth it. Thank you, 0. Or no, I don't know. Okay. Wait. Wrong. Sinner. 0. Shackle. S3. The urgent damage coefficient goes invasion increases by 10% and duration extends by 4 seconds. Oh my god. My 0 is strong. My 0 is so strong. Okay, let me just upgrade Bryce. Full shackle? Yes. Oh my god, I still have so many. Okay, wait, sorry. Okay, Uni too? Sweet. Full shackle Uni. Okay, someone else you're missing. Iron? Wait, no way. No way! All this time, I still don't have ironed full shackled. Crazy. Okay. Full shackle. Our VTuber girl. Okay, Lamia, full shackle. Wow, and we got her, Chief. We got her. You do. Everything you do is alright. S30. And we also got an achievement. Let me just read it. Collect all the initially released sinners. Oh my god. After playing for 2 whole years, I finally have the OG S rank characters. 2 whole years. Claim. Heart of Origins. Heart of Origins. Finally, a day 1 player. I finally have Langley. I can't believe it. That was so cool. Okay, Chief. Now we're gonna do Moore's interrogation. More interrogation. Oh, okay. But you know, there's one bad thing. It's not voiced. Neither Moore nor Rice, which is so sad. The turmoil in the West District has subsided, and Dark Web became the primary threat to the city. It wasn't until the MBCC and the Nirvana Cybersecurity Center intervened that the attacks from Dark Web began to got it. However, even though the Dark Web has been quiet in the past 2 months, you still have a strong sense of foreboding and request a comprehensive investigation in recognition of your consistent contributions. The higher-ups approved the operation and dispatched senior cybersecurity expert to assist you. My. Oh, wait. Okay. Interrogate. 9 months have passed since the end of the series of conflicts in West District. During these 9 months, Syndicate, a place once filled with chaos and violence, has gotten back on the right track. East Side's attitude towards this close neighbor is gradually shifting too. Understanding and cooperation are seemingly becoming the new trend. Of course, this city hasn't been peaceful during this period either. The emergence of the Dark Web has wreaked havoc, becoming a new predicament for the city. Okay, it's Bianca. April, the Grey Mirror Vote incidents. Over 2,000 people were infected with mania. Among them, about 150 suffered severe mental trauma, which remains incurable to this day. June, the Elysia Land incident. More than 10 people went missing and nearly 300 were affected, resulting in severe detriment to society. The anonymous nature of the Dark Web made a series of events in the first half of the year the talk of the town in this city. Fortunately, the MBCC led the Nirvana Cybersecurity Center defend against dark web attacks. Dark web hasn't made any major moves since June. Peace and stability have consistently been the main theme of this city over these 9 months. These minor incidents did not pose a substantial threat. They were nothing more than discordant interludes interrupting the long-lost tranquility. At least that's what the vast majority believes. But you're not one of them. The peaceful July is already over. Towards the end of a short break, at the end of the month, you say goodbye to Hecate, EMP and Labyrinth and return to the office to your usual work. A new email notification, you glimpse to the sender. You immediately open it. 2 minutes later, you let out a long sigh of relief. You seem to be in a good mood, Chief, your wife. She walks into the office and puts the coffee cup on your desk. Coffee cup? An update on the dark web investigation? Yes, got the answer from CyberSec. They're sending someone over, the technician who helped during the Elijah Land incident. Apparently she's a dark web expert. Cinder Moore, I remember her. She's been very active in the recent dark web related incidents. Indeed, she's the best choice when it comes to external help. Nodding, you take a sip of coffee. This new unknown blend of coffee beans is usually aromatic. You feel invigorated, unusual aromatic. The email says they're arriving early tomorrow. I'll reserve the conference room. Thank you. Nightingale glances at your nearly empty coffee cup and smiles. Another cup? Pretty please? No thanks? Okay. You hand over the cup habitually and see Nightingale off. Let's hope the coffee can keep you going until tomorrow morning. MBCC conference room number 4. As soon as you enter the conference room, you meet an unexpected guest. The familiar grey coat and white-brimmed hat. No doubt this person is from the 9th Agency. We just captured your boss? The man flashes a characteristic smile and tips his hat to you. Tips his fedora. You know the 9th Agency well enough, so the communication is done almost only through your exchange glances. When you finally speak, you skip all unnecessary pleasantries and get straight to the simple question. Is there a problem with that person? Just a suspicion. As you know, it's our job. Of course, you need not lose any sleep over it. Just do what you're supposed to do. You nod, concluding this brief conversation. This is all becoming very intriguing. You've developed a slight interest in the sinner you haven't met yet. People worthy of the 9th Agency's suspicions are never simple. Now you wait for her arrival. MBCC conference, room number 4. The clock keeps tickling. Silence lingers in the conference room. You even see staff beginning to yawn in the corner. 2 hours have passed since the agreed time. Sorry, the cybersecurity center just sent me a message. More is still on her way and it will take a while. Okay. To not waste time, you ask Nightingale for a cup of coffee and start working in the conference room. MBCC conference room. ... You have long finished your coffee and all the work you can complete here in the conference room. Refill? Another one? No, I'm good. It's too much. It's good coffee, but 4 cups in a row are still... That's insane. That's actually insane. Conference room once again. 4.5 hours have passed since the scheduled meeting time. You can no longer sit still and think you should perhaps go grab lunch or do something else. Just then the conference room's door is pushed open. Faye pokes her head in. Oh my god, it's Faye. You guys are still here? Is the meeting over? Not yet. We're still waiting for someone. I have a meeting with the boss of the logistics department here in the afternoon though. I'll call CyberSec. You stand up slowly, rubbing your back that's unusually sore from prolonged sitting. Maybe something happened on the way. If that's the case, let's postpone today. Ring, ring, ring. Chief, a cab just stopped outside downstairs. It's more. I am terribly sorry. This is more. I'm really sorry, Chief. I'm late. So, the woman's carrying a huge laptop case has delicate figure. She's already out of breath after the mere 30-meter walk from downstairs to the conference room on the second floor. I was supposed to take the company shuttle here this morning, but I worked till the late last night. When I got home in the morning, I thought I would take a short nap, but I ended up sleeping like a log. Moore says as she drags the case over to you as she catches her breath. Her complexion looks slightly better. Shall we begin the meeting now? She's one scary woman, guys, don't forget. Unlike Zero, she's the scary one. You turn to the door. Faye and few bewildered logistic officials are gawking at you. Ugh, Chief, the conference rooms are fully booked for the afternoon. Perhaps in an attempt to make amends, Moore holds her case outside the conference room and looks around. Is that a vacant room over there? You look in the direction Moon is pointing to. More, it's the interrogation room. The interrogation room. So we're going to have the conference room inside the interrogation room. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Let's do that. Interrogation room. The mystery of the dark web and the connection with Mania is very interesting at all, but the real question is, are we going to get another shower scene? Right? Right, sure. Are we going to get another shower scene? I feel yawn, kind of sleep again. Wish I could catch up on some sleep. She's so pretty. Get Moore a cup of coffee. A steaming cup of coffee is placed in front of Moore. Oh, for me? Thanks. Wow, it smells so good. It's unlike anything I've had before. With a sip of coffee, her previously drowsy eyes gradually regain their sparkle. Feel more awake? Oh dear, I totally passed out. Not only did I almost miss the important meeting, but also dozed off in the interrogation room. How embarrassing. Anyway, now that you're awake, let's begin our discussion. Alright, almost forgot. Moore yanks the case onto the table. She opens the massive black case, revealing several monitors stacked together. She lays out these screens one by one around herself like, all the information I could find about the dark web is in here. This is my workstation. Moore looks at you and smiles. A high-end configuration made of 15 interlinked superchips and portable servers. It's highly reliable for data processing and as an information security base. I've never seen anyone else use something like this. Is this your special ability? No, I modified it myself. My sinner ability is even more complex than this and frankly quite obscure. I don't get to use it often. As she speaks, the workstation finishes booting. Moore begins typing away commands on the keyboard. Moore doesn't explain further about her situation as a sinner. You're not sure if she's hiding something. So how did she become a sinner? You throw out the question tentatively. Moore gazes drifts briefly as if in thought, but her hands never stop. Well, it's because of the dark web. The dark web? I recall, CyberSec has installed anti-digitalized Mania equipment since long ago. Now this year, I started investigating the dark web back in NF-112. That early? Yeah, there were many reasons. For one, as a technician, the dark web is simply too interesting to pass on. It's a challenging opponent, yet it also encompasses a vast amount of information that ordinary people could never access in their lifetime. Whether it's crime secrets or the true nature of the world, it seems everything is hidden within. I kept on researching ever since then, and by the time I realized my body had already been affected, I was running a high fever and passed out for several days. When I woke up, I was already a sinner. So you were one of the earliest victims suffering from the dark web syndrome? Yes, the Ring Research Institute even reached out to me. I was involved in defining dark web syndrome. Ring Research Institute. We know our smart girl is from there. I forgot her name. One of the early listeners. Looks like CyberSec was right to send you. Yeah, I'm fairly confident in my professional field. You probably can't say the same for things outside your professional field. Obviously, self-aware, Moore gives a slightly embarrassed laugh. So who takes care of you in your daily life? Are your family around? Family? Strictly speaking, no. My parents left after I finished elementary school. Wow, that early? Why? It's been so long I can't remember clearly. It's unclear whether she doesn't want to bring it up or truly can't recall, but judging from her expression, it doesn't seem like she's lying. You watch her press the final key busily. She then looks up at you and smiles at you. Alright, I've compiled all the existing dark web data. The attachment is too large to send via email. Should I just upload it to your bureau's server? Moore's efficiency as a technician is indeed impressive. While answering your probing questions, she already completed her work. Thank you. You nod and Moore reaches out to press confirm. However, just before hitting the key, she stops. On a second thought, before transferring the data, there's one more thing I'd like to confirm with you. What is it? Moore's hands retreat from the keyboard to rest on her lap. As I mentioned earlier, the dark web can spread digitalized mania through the internet. In this era, the internet is already omnipresent and irreplaceable, which can mean the dark web lurks around everyone. Everyone caught in the network is subject to its surveillance. Any threat can be its target for attack. It's not like no one tried to dig into dark web in the past, it's just that most of them ended up dead. Uh-oh, it's getting ominous. You're shocked, this is news to you. Your reaction is completely justified. After all, the dark web's moves are very sneaky. A device you use every day suddenly turns into a bomb that blows your head up. Something begins to sound off in the radio program you listen to all the time, driving you insane to the point of suicide. There was even someone who locked himself in a room without internet, only to be found roasted alive to death the next day. The dark web had taken control of the house's ventilation, turning the room into a massive oven. My god, as Moore describes these grotesque deaths, her smile remains unchanged. Freaky, so freaky. Are you really ready to face it? Not at all. Yes, yes we are. Without hesitation, you give your answer. Cybersec's control of the dark web is only temporary. I've never thought this is enough. What I want is to uproot this tumor. We can't let it continue to... Wait, the light? The light? Something's happening. A few seconds later, the lights come back on, but this time they're warning red lights indicating an attack on the bureau. Warning, unusual overload, core pressure rising. Digitalized mania attack detected. Cut off all the digitalized communication methods. Staff in area 8. Okay, please immediately. Chief, you need to get away from the explosion. Hey, Nightingale. Nightingale! You jump to your feet, but the room communication device is now filled with static noise. The red light indicating danger keeps flashing. With no time to explain, you grab Moore, trying to escape from the interrogation room with her quickly. But the next moment, a strange wall of light encircles both of you. Moore's hand holds you back gently yet firmly. Don't be afraid. As she raises her hands, the screams surrounding her unfold rapidly like wings. Under the overlapping blue and red glow, Moore stands within a web woven with light as if she can control everything with a mere gesture. Leave it to me. You watch Moore before you, unable to comprehend her action. As her fingers move like those of a musician, lines of code flash rapidly across the screens, refreshing at a speed that human eyes cannot follow. A spectacular data battle is unfolding vigorously on the unseen battlefield, yet Moore's face remains adorned with an unchanging smile. I'm just a few dozen seconds, the workstation screams, stops refreshing, freezing on several coordinates. Moore turns back, smiling at you. 14 hackers were involved in the attack. I've already pinpointed the exact coordinates and taken control of the devices. They're just a ragtag group, the culprit isn't among them, so what do you think? Should we capture them or just kill them? Of course, it's Moore. Moore's words give you a jolt. You answer quickly. Send the coordinates to operatives and let them handle them. Okay. After tapping a few keys, Moore shuts down the workstation. The light screen and the torrent of data have vanished, and with that intense battle never occurred. 13 of them were 0. Probably. Oh, by the way, the data battle exposed 163 security vulnerabilities at MBCC. I've patched them all up for you and given the firewall the latest update. It must be all zeros, Burke. True. Then I'll be off to prepare for tackling the dark web. See you, Chief. More waves at you and is led off this floor by the staff to her room. After more leaves, the night agency officer nearby tips ahead to you, leaving a meaningful smile before disappearing around the staircase. Soon after, Nightingale comes to you and begins to report on the recent event. Our data defense system was attacked by multiple unknown data streams. They tampered with the Bureau's central permissions and issued illegal overload commands to the Energy Core. The rest was as you saw. Cinder Moore took over the defense and resolved the attack in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Thanks to her prompt response, the Bureau didn't suffer any extra damage. 10 minutes ago, operatives were deployed to the coordinates she provided. So far, 5 hackers involved in the attack have been captured. Listening to Nightingale's report, you rub between your eyebrows in mild frustration. Does our tech department really fall that much behind Moore? Yes. She's demonstrated overwhelming technical prowess in the realm of digital security. Few in the city can match her, if any, which means Moore is indeed suited for this important job. Before you finish, you recall the Ninth Agency's suspicions and how Moore seemed to be holding back something during a conversation. You pause. Let's keep our eyes peeled and find out whose side she's really on with this operation. That way we will have something for the Ninth Agency. Oh my god, that was quite long. How would... okay. Wait. Whew. And that was the first one. It has been a week since Moore was dispatched to the Bureau to help you investigate. Okay, new intel from... okay. Today, the MBCC will hold a conference with the support of 9 Agency and Pardesos. You convene various the city departments to deliver your briefing. The purpose is to share intelligence about the dark web and to call out joint action under the MBCC's guise. Conference room. You walk into the largest conference room in the MBCC and find staff from all allied departments already seated. In the front row, you notice a familiar figure talking with the bureau staff. Noticing your arrival, she waves at you. Good morning, Chief. Having spent a week together, Moore is getting familiar with the people at the bureau. Everyone finds the slightly clumsy yet amiable technician quite likable. Having been fed and taken care of by everyone for the past few days, Moore is looking much more refreshed now than before. You didn't oversleep today. Haha, I know what you're thinking. Don't worry, I got the 3 full hours of sleep last night. Only 3? I even had 4 cups of coffee this morning. I'm full of energy now and ready to go anytime. You glance at your device. It's exactly 10 AM. The large conference room is already filled with people. Right then, Nightingale also comes over to inform you that all the department heads are already there. Then let's begin. You step into the stage as Moore follows closely behind, dragging her case. The large screen behind you turns on, displaying the subject of the meeting. Bayonet Task Force meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to the MBCC for the special meeting on the investigation of the dark web. The purpose of this meeting is to mobilize and instruct all departments to participate in a series of upcoming operations targeting the dark web. But first, we need to have a clear understanding of the threat posed by the dark web. To this end, the MBCC has invited Moore, the technical expert from Nirvana, to give you a presentation. Sparse applause arises from the audience. You step aside, Moore takes the cue to come forward. Hello everyone, this is Moore. First, we need to understand the definition of dark web. Moore presses a button and the slide on the screen behind her changes accordingly. The dark web, we know broadly speaking, is a series of websites using a special server framework. This can effectively block tracking and prevent official departments from directly accessing its user data. Information leakage, human trafficking, illegal transactions, contract killing. The dark web has provided strong cover for these crimes. The West District and East Side have been unable to trace it or even define it. It was only until the first half of this year as the dark web became increasingly bold with its actions and with efforts of departments like the MBCC that we finally identified the mechanism, or rather the purpose, sustaining such a colossal entity as the dark web. More pauses slightly. Mania digitalization, a special technology that directly samples mania and maps the jumbled data into information that can be understood by humans. Nowadays, the dark web's data stream is a sea of dangerous information. Prolonged exposure can alter cognition, leading to mental fatigue and paranoia. In extreme cases, individuals may even suffer a mental breakdown or contract mania. Moral looks at you, and you take over seamlessly. The Grey Mirror Vote and Elysia Land incidents have already wreaked significant damage in the first half year, and even so, the dark web hasn't yet reached its limit. I've already conducted some investigation on dark web with CyberSec, and we have discovered that its scale and influence are far greater than we had previously estimated. Given the non-profit nature of the dark web, the mastermind behind it must have an ulterior motive for sustaining such a costly framework. We must act first and annihilate the dark web before it gets the chance to succeed in its scheme. This is exactly why everyone is gathered here today. Hold on, I have a question. In the audience, someone raises a hand, interrupts your speech. I think everyone here is already aware of the facts you just presented. We're not blind, we've all seen what's happened in Eastside over the past months. But now the MBCC, CyberSec and even the Ring Research Institute have intervened, and in reality the dark web hasn't made a new move over the past 3 months. I don't think it's tenable to claim that the dark web is planning something big based on some mere speculation. Moreover, civil casualties and economic losses were perfectly manageable even in the previous incidents. Now that the dark web has been contained, what reason do we have to mobilize so many departments for an investigation on a few internet criminals and of little significance? Deep breath. Standing on the stage, you furrow your brow as you listen. This is indeed a view of popular among all the departments at present, which raises a thorny question. Without solid evidence to prove the dark web's next moves, it's hard to refute this argument. As you're forming a response, you notice Moore next to you inputting a command into the computer, whereupon the questioner's personal info appears on the screen or workstation immediately. Simpson Ford, Deputy Chief of the Eastside Public Security Bureau, correct? Your brother, former FAC technical support at Ford, was involved in the laptop explosion incident. Did you know it was a revenge attack orchestrated by the dark web? Question mark. The deputy chief stands up urgently. However, Moore is unaffected by his reaction and continues. So you didn't know, I see. The investigation into the accidental deaths of the public servants was only recently completed. That's why you haven't heard yet. The official notice and compensation will be issued this week. Congratulations, your brother didn't die in an accident, but in a line of duty. You. The audience erupts in an uproar, drowning out the Deputy Chief Simpson's furious shouts. Staff from all departments begin discussing as the terrifying truths become gradually clear. You peer down from the stage. When the discussion quiets down, even the Deputy Chief who was first to lose his temper has gone back to his seat with a brooding expression. You know you have achieved your purpose. Now we'll discuss the details of the operations against the dark web. You look around and no one raises any objections. Moore presses the button in time to go to the last slide. I've divided the action plan into 3 parts. Part 1. Curb the spread of digitalized mania. This has already seen success under the collaboration of departments like the MBCC and CyberSec. The firewall constructed by Moore provides a solid defense against the attacks from the dark web and can trace peripheral threats. With this tracing function, we can proceed to part 2 of our plan. All departments will endeavor to search for potential entities behind the dark web and capture everyone involved. Whether it's criminal organizations using the dark web, through investigations for rough, we can effectively undermine its very foundation. Step 3. During the Grey Mirror Vault incident in April, we've obtained a crucial lead. The dark web has a physical main server. This has been confirmed by the tracking report provided by Moore, therefore the MBCC will set up a special task force. Despite the technical difficulty in the defense against the dark web and the elusive nature of the culprit behind it, as long as we can find the server and destroy it, it will no longer be a threat to us. Therefore, to all department heads present, the MBCC requires your assistance. We hope everyone can actively cooperate with us so we can tackle the dark web together and eradicate this blight once and for all. Your invoice is resonant and powerful, echoing in the silent conference room. Before long, you hear soft chatter in the venue. Even though there are still a few opposing voices, they can no longer overturn the majority. And just like that, the action plan against the dark web is confirmed. After the meeting, you and Moore leave the stage. Phew, it's finally done. I'm exhausted, I feel like I can barely keep my eyes open. Chief, I'll head back to catch up on some sleep. See you, yawn, tomorrow. See you. Okay. You say goodbye to Moore and watch her turn around in the wobbly steps. You take out your communication device from your pocket to check if you've missed any important messages during the meeting. Strangely, the screen remains black. You keep tapping and there's no response. Weird. Is something wrong with it? I made sure to charge it yesterday. Before you even finish the sentence, Moore jolts and flings herself around. Watch out. Drop it now. A blood red dot expands rapidly on the screen, turns into a black and red data stream instantly, and bursts out of the screen, aiming straight at your face. Move. Oh, move it, move it. As if by instinct, Moore lunges towards you. At the same time, my data stream overflowing from the device screen gets blocked by several suddenly emergent wall formed by digits. Zlack. The black and the red data stream crashed into the firewall, making a piercing noise. It is then harshly compressed by the digital walls. In a few seconds, the strange data stream along with your device is crushed into pieces. All noise has quieted down, but Moore seems slow to react. Though it all appears to be over now, she still holds onto you tightly, hands gripping firmly and eyes shut. She seems terrified. Breathe, breathe. Moore finally sees your face, turning pale from having the oxygen squeezed out of you and quickly releases her grip. She scoots back a bit awkwardly. Ah, forgot to install firewall on your device. All that was a little unnecessary. Sorry, I tend to get clumsy when I'm tired. Thanks for saving me. Don't squeeze me so hard next time. Hehe. Moore glances at the debris on the floor. Sorry, I couldn't save your device. Moore picks up the pieces of the device and hands them over regretfully. It's dark web's doing. I hope your confidential files were not damaged. At least I'm safe. It's all thanks to a firewall. You look at the shared pieces and recall the incident just now. It was a close call. If it weren't for Moore's firewall or had the attack targeted another investigator instead of you, would the person have already lost their life without knowing why? Just like those victims Moore mentioned earlier? Moore, check on the other investigators who attended the meeting. See if they also got attacked. Huh? Okay. Moore instantly boots up her workstation and hands you the answer in less than a minute. The others are fine. Maybe they're not that valuable to the dark web? Good. But we can't let our guard down yet. Send a notification to warn them. By the way, Moore, can your firewall be installed on all the devices too? Can your firewall be installed on devices too? Sure, I'll send them to the latest security system right away. I'll send them the. Moore says as her fingers already begin typing away on the keyboard. Done. Upon receiving the desired answer, you let out a long sigh of relief. Moore looks up at you, then suddenly tilts her head a little curiously. Aren't you scared? Scared? You just got attacked by the dark web. Shouldn't you feel scared? I mean, we are the chief of the MBCC. Indeed, this is already the 5th attack by the dark web in a week. Each one is threatening and unpreventable, then the last is more threatening. You should feel scared. Facing such a relentless attacks from the dark web, a normal person should feel scared and fear they may not be so lucky next time, but the fact that I was attacked and the people who tried to investigate it got killed proves that the dark web itself is not invincible. The more intense its reaction, the closer we are to the truth. The dark web's attention is all on me now, which gives us a perfect opportunity. Are you planning to use yourself as bait? Yes. Of course, I don't intend to sacrifice myself for this operation. That's why I need someone who can protect me. Someone with excellent technical competence, a partner I can trust wholeheartedly. No matter how you look at it, Moore is the best candidate. She has protected you multiple times from the attacks and is crucial aid in investigating the dark web. You can even say that without Moore, the operation could never have gotten this smoothly to this point. But can you really trust her? The intelligence from the 9th Agency, Moore's secrecy over certain measures, and even her overwhelming technical prowess are all reasons to suspect her. Even though she's already helped you out so many times, you still can't be sure if she's really trying to help or to get close to you and gain your trust. Test more. Speaking of which, more. Yes. Oh. There's something I've never quite understood. You have said it yourself. Normal people should be scared of the dark web and fear they won't be so lucky next time. So why do you insist on investigating it? Moore's gaze turned somewhat evasive for a moment. You stared at her intently, waiting her answer. Yeah, this is indeed not normal. The dark web is such a terrifying thing. With all the secret powers and the conspiracies entangled in it, this is mere cybersec programmer doesn't avoid it, and it even keeps digging. And it even keeps digging deeper, as if she wants those people to find her. As usual, Moore smiles. Chief, do you want to know why? Then please follow me. East side. Through the glass, the window of the ward, you see an elderly person with white hair muttering, okay, with a vacant look. Whew, okay. More leads you to a sanatorium in East Side. You hope the truth here can resolve your doubts. Okay, phase 3. At sanatorium in East Side, you meet an elderly stranger. Okay, let's keep going. Don't be mad, he's just looking out for you. The old woman clutches at her bedsheet, tearing at it hysterically while muttering something. Right, you saw it, didn't you? These are the flowers he brought back specifically. He brought them. The old woman swings her head back to glare at her hanger with coat on it. She continues with a slightly menacing expression. You little punk. Say something. You'd really rather die than give in, huh? Can't you all just get along peacefully? Just get along while you... The old woman goes quiet suddenly, sitting on a bed with a blank expression. Tears well up in her blurry eyes, streaming down her wrinkled face. Who is she? Moore's hand rests on the observation window without turning around. She is the survivor of a minor dark web attack many years ago. The creaks of metal cart interrupt Moore's account. A nurse pushes a medicine cart to the door of the ward. Upon seeing Moore, she speeds up as if hiding her savior. Moore, you're finally here. Miss Henny hasn't been well these past few days. She won't take her medicine or listen to us. Please, we're counting on you. We don't know what else to do with her. Ah, I get it now. Moore takes the medicine, pushes open the door and walks into the ward. Granny Henny, I've come to see you. Who are you? The old woman looks up hopefully, but shrinks back wearily upon seeing who it is. You're not my child. Who are you? I am Moore, who lives downstairs, Granny Henny. Moore, who? I don't know you. Where are my kids? They will be back in a while. Why don't you take your medicine first? Oh, right. They're working late. I need to take my medicine. The old woman lowers her head, and Moore immediately leans in to bring the medicine close to her mouth. Suddenly, the old woman looks up and shoves Moore's hands off. No, they wouldn't come here. Who are you? Why are you lying to me? The old woman keeps swinging her arms. Moore's outstretched arms turns red from the blows, and the pills are spilled all over the floor. Where am I? I want to go home. I want to go home. Where are my kids? The old woman cries out. Moore simply embraces her gently, patting her back and soothing her softly. It's okay. Don't be afraid. I am here. The violent outburst of emotions drains her old woman's energy. Soon she stops struggling and calms down in Moore's embrace. Oh no, this is getting... Yeah. Moore brings the medicine to the old woman's lips skillfully, guiding her to take it, and then gently wipes the tears off her face. Is she your relative? Probably. Oh no. Heck, do we look like we're related? Well... She smiles back at you, but her gaze never meets yours. For a long time, Moore just sits by the bed, quietly watching the old woman sleep. Her name is Henny. She was only a neighbor. You know, I've been on my own for so many years. I taught myself programming and kept honing my skills. I could support myself by doing odd jobs online since I was very young. The small apartment I purchased was nice and safe since I had everything I needed without stepping out of the room. But over time, I started having some small problems. Because I was too obsessed with the internet and data, I often forgot to eat and turned into a night owl. Not only did my vision deteriorate, but I also frequently fainted from low blood sugar. You see, I got many of my bad habits during those days, but then I didn't look anything like the reliable professional I am today. She smiles and rolls up her sleeves to show you the band-aids all over her arms. They all have different patterns and were probably from by kind colleagues who couldn't stand her clumsy behavior anymore. You don't look that reliable now either. You hold back the jest and continue listening to her. Then one day I took on a huge job. After pulling several all-nighters in a row to finish it, I was glad to finally be able to relax and have a good meal. But I forgot to take out on the table and then it had been delivered 2 days ago. I was too tired to notice the strange taste. Next thing I knew, I ended up with a serious case of food poisoning. That was probably the closest I've come to death. The whole world was spinning, I couldn't even walk straight. In the end, I had only one thought left. Should I crawl out and seek help, or try to upload my last thoughts to the vast sea of data? Please don't die. Oh, don't you worry, I'm still alive, see? Thankfully, the Bruce family next door came banging on my door and shouting to ask if I needed help. Apparently they had been worried about this girl next door who rarely went out. It just so happened they passed by my unit the day and heard the thumping and groaning inside, so they just barged in. Then I was sent to the hospital. I think that was the night I became that kid they couldn't leave alone to die. Since then, they have taken me. Aww. They have taken in her. Miss Bruce sent me samples of the programs I've written to the university she worked at, got me admitted to the school to continue my studies. After I graduated, Mr. Bruce recommended me for a job at his company to help me integrate into society. Miss Bruce used to take me to school, and after I graduated, Mr. Bruce would drive me between home and work. They were always worried I would get lost, get hurt, or get abducted if they didn't watch over me. Oh my god! So they're like her step-parents, adoptive parents, kinda, right? They're like, yeah. My god. Or grandparents. Granny Henny took care of my meals every day. Granny, okay, so they're like grandparents she never had. Took care of my meals every day. She woke me up in the morning, cooked lunch for me, invited me over for dinner in the evening. Her cooking is so good, it's 10 times better than the most expensive takeout I've ever ordered. Hehehe, it's all thanks to Granny Henny. I'm now so healthy and no longer malnourished. Thank you, Granny. It's rather uncharacteristic of her to talk so much. As she speaks, a gentle breeze stirs the curtains, letting sunlight fall on her. Oops, my bad. Letting sunlight fall on her long hair, which makes her expression even warmer and softer. Actually, the day I got food poisoning was my 18th birthday. I only realized it was because they asked me during the consultation. I had forgotten about it for years. That day, Granny Henny even baked me a small cake upon learning that. Of course, it was more for my eyes at the time. There was indeed a beautiful memory. Looking at the skinny, lonely old woman and more desolate expression, you suddenly have an ominous feeling. Where are the Bruces now? Yeah, where are they? Moore turns her head and looks out the window. I wish they could come back too. That would cheer Granny Henny up. Are you saying... After my graduation, Mr. Bruce recommended me to work at his company to help me integrate into society. Mr. Bruce worked in cybersec? Was he investigating the dark web at the time and got... Oh no. The smile remains on her face, but gradually loses its warmth. In NF110, Mr. Bruce died in a car accident. Next day, his wife jumped off the balcony of the apartment. Wow. That night, the Bruce family's computer malfunctioned and caused a fire. Everything was burned to ashes. Wow. Well, that turned dark very fast. I happened to have just received an important task at the time, so I was working late. That must have been devastating for her. When I rushed back, Granny Henny was holding her son's portrait, watching the apartment burn and her daughter-in-law get carried away. By the time she couldn't recognize me anymore. Oh no, poor Granny. For the first time you glimpsed something else behind Moore's gentle gaze. Have you been taking care of her for the past 4 years following the incident? ... Moore doesn't answer, just quietly watching the old woman lying in bed. After a long while, she speaks. I like commands, information, logic, and feedback. I like work requests and challenges. I explore boundaries and rules when I can, delving into all sorts of innovative and possible ways to manipulate them. I like being a programmer. A small living space and a computer are all I need. Since I was very little, after all these years, even now, I have always believed that it's just that. I don't care about the world behind the door, but there's always someone who knocks on the door, lets the sunlight in, and guides me into that light. I don't care about myself either. I don't even remember my own birthday, but for a few years there was family that would celebrate with me each year, never leaving me alone. They took me out of the dark little apartment, led me into society, helped me gain others' trust and care. Now I've become truly a reliable person, but I can no longer go back to that home that was always within reach. She finally looks up at you. A part of me already died on that rainy night in NF-110. More turns her gaze back on you, smiling faintly. This is why I've been investigating the dark web. Is there anything else you want to know? No. You don't get to see her very often. I'll leave you two alone. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you came. Please stay with me a bit longer. She gives you a smile. She's still warm, pure as always, but as the sunset falls on her, it reveals a blood-like sorrow. Henny. The old woman beside her, suddenly grown, sits up from possible nightmare. Seeing the two figures next to her, she lets out a shrill scream. Her withered body springs up from the bed, struggling and knocking over the IV bottle as she's about to fall off the bed. Before she can injure herself, More quickly steps in and holds her tightly, protecting her. The old woman stays held like that as she continues struggling and screaming hysterically. Where are you? Where are my kids? Don't go there. Come back, come back. They will be back, Granny Henny. They will. Let's wait for them here, okay? It's almost dinner time. I'll wait with you until they're back. Failing to understand her, the old woman simply continues crying and struggling. Give them back to me. Poor Granny, poor Granny. Hearing the commotion, the nurses rush in with bandages, sedatives, IV drips, and helpless and regretful expression. More simply holds the old woman tightly with her back turned to you, so you can't see her face. But nothing can hide the trembling in her shoulders in the sunset. You hear an almost inaudible plea, a plea to you. I would like to stay here a bit longer, please. Please let me spend some more time with her. That is freaking devastating. Holy shit. MBCC's chief's office. That is freaking tragic. Moore is staying at the nursing home temporarily. In a way, this is a well-deserved short break for her after the recent period of high-intensive work. As for you, you're back to the MBCC. The earlier meeting has already yielded some results. Heap of reports from various departments have piled up on your desk. You immediately notice the report from the 9th Agency. Upon a quick look, several pieces of key information catch your attention. We've identified the area where the dark web server might be located. The investigation is in progress. However, the entity behind the dark web has not left further traces. Considerable time is required to pinpoint the server's exact location. There's also significant manpower shortage. Reading the report, you feel an urgent need to talk to the 9th Agency, so you dial their number. It was negligence on my part. My apologies. Underestimated the difficulty of the extra research. Or extra search. I immediately assigned more staff. Don't blame yourself, Chief. All the time you spent on more was worth it. It was perhaps the best solution for the dark web operation. You pause to digest your special agent's friend's words. A moment passes before you ask. Because she's capable or because she's suspicious? He smiles non-communicatively. That's for you to decide. We have always kept an eye on those related to the city dark web and have even uncovered spies. Miss Moore hasn't shown any suspicious behavior. She's either truly innocent or so good at hiding that even we cannot detect it. You see, the 9th Agency must remain ever skeptical, but our suspicion doesn't always pan out. If possible, we would also like to set aside our differences and partner with a genuinely outstanding talent. So, Chief, this time we want to hear your judgment. After observing for so long, have you come to a conclusion? I don't know. I can't conclude something even you can't determine. Having only been involved for a matter of days, with so many possibilities, there isn't enough time to verify them one by one. But I think there's one thing I can and must do now. You pick up the communication device and dial the adjutant's office. Nightingale, help me contact someone. Right, it's him. Yes. Please do it as soon as possible. You ponder quietly in the dimly lit office for several minutes. Finally, a plan begins to take shape in your mind. MBCC. Treatment. Moore looks up from her workstation, surprised about what you said. That's right. Ever since that visit to the nursing home, I've been concerned about the condition of Miss Henny, your neighbor. That's why I reached out to this medical team for a few days ago. They have cured many mania patients in the West District after the BS-005 incident last year and have lots of experience with mental disorders caused by wild mania. I've talked to them and the doctor is quite optimistic about Miss Henny's condition and he's even put forward a specific treatment plan. Moore, what do you think? I've worked with this medical team many times. You can trust their skills, you don't need to worry about the treatment costs. I'm not worried about those things. Behind Moore's smiles, there's a hint of confusion. Not a day passes that I don't hope Granny Henny can be cured, that she can be normal again and remember me. But now that you're telling me that she might actually be cured, I suddenly feel a bit afraid. Afraid? Yes, afraid. Afraid that when Granny Henny regains her senses, she'll find that her kids and her closest family are already gone. Is this painful clarity really what she wants? You are her family too. She lives in a constant nightmare. Now, perhaps taking a step forward could offer a chance of relief. Besides, you're her family too. You can support her to escape this nightmare. Moore looks at you, and after a moment of silence, she smiles. You're right. How could I have forgotten about this? Yeah, I am Granny Henny's family too. I will always be by her side, just like how they helped me in the past. I will help her and take care of her. Moore says, as if trying to convince herself. With your consent, I'll notify the medical team right now. If we request the transfer today, the surgery can be done tomorrow. The doctor says the postoperative treatment will take long. If all goes well, Miss Henny will recall all about you by tomorrow evening. So you say as you hand over a note with the new hospital's address. You should go and be with her for the surgery tomorrow. Moore takes it and responds with a warm smile. Thank you, Chief. You've already learned why Moore's being fixated on dark web with compelling reason. Likewise, you continue to investigate dark web. To prevent such tragedies from recurring, however, before giving Moore your complete trust, there's still one more thing you need to do. Wow. Granny Henny's surgery is about to begin, but can the darkness and nightmares truly end? The final phase. In the evening, at the cafe on the street corner, the woman puts down her coffee cup and starts scrolling on the device. With a casual swipe, she quickly skims through a bunch of data, occasionally keying a few commands to allow her Keying a few commands to allow her antenna to reach a target through several proxies and decoys. By the time she finishes half of her coffee, she's already breached the official firewall, as if it was made of paper and taken over the entire building's system. She switches between several surveillance cameras and finally finds Granny Henny. On the screen, the old woman sleeps quietly on the hospital bed, surrounded by medical equipment. These are the tools that can both sustain her life and end everything. The command to end it all has already been written. All it takes a single tap on the phone screen. All troubles will be resolved. All truths buried. Her finger hovers in midair. The momentary pause isn't enough to determine if she has any hesitation. Next second, the button is pressed and the command sent. Why? It's over. She puts down the phone and gazes up aimlessly at the passerby on the street. What? Okay, the afternoon sunlight gradually turns into the evening sunset. The same blood red hue spilling over her, the pedestrians on the street slowly dwindle. Until they're all suddenly disappeared, even the cafe servers are now nowhere to be seen, the woman sits still and has unfolded up the device unusually, simply watching the street quietly. Why would she do that? When the cold coffee in her cup is finally gone, someone comes over to her. Mind if I sit here? I'll buy you a coffee. Chief of the MBCC. Thank you. Why are you here? How are you? How are things at the hospital? Is Granny Henny alright? She's the same as before, don't worry. After all, she's an important witness. I'll let no one harm her. Before the suspect made the move, I had already gathered quite a bit of interesting information. You say as you put a stack of paper documents on the table, pushing them to her. Moore doesn't pick them up, but keeps smiling at you like a teacher patiently waiting for an answer from a student. Mr. Bruce was involved in the investigation of the city's dark web from NF. He was very committed and led the task force with plenty of achievements, but 3 of his colleagues ended up with death threats from the dark web. Bruce, however, remained unharmed, as the technical backbone discontinued until when Granny Henny was diagnosed with chronic mental illness, pushing the couple to step down from their key positions and prioritize their family. A year passed from then, and by he had hoped participating in investigative operations and posed no threat to dark web. Attacks on investigators had also long ceased. But around this time, Mr. Bruce died in an attack. In your terms, he was murdered by the forces behind the dark web because he had crossed a line. She's been lying. This prompted me to look into which exact line he crossed. And did she find out more? There's no solid evidence. The City Dark Web's methods are very sophisticated. Any recordable information or evidence has likely been taken care of. I was only able to target some obscure accounts. In NF-110, before being killed, Bruce desperately sought out some friends, saying he couldn't reach his kid and was worried she'd run into danger at work. Some even said he couldn't wait for the authorities and had to look for her himself. And he never returned since. Logically, I suspect he discovered something during the process that led to his murder. And what else? More smiles at you, waiting for you to continue. And about you. You approached this family only to get close to Cybersec. Taking care of Granny Henny was merely an act of charity you put on. Both assassination and rescue are means you used to conceal the Dark Web's secrets. You had been working for the Dark Web from the start, haven't you? She says nothing, but quietly tracing the rim of her coffee cup with her fingertip. After a moment, she replies with a question. All this intel is no easy find. You must suspect me more than anyone else does. I can only imagine how determined you were to find the proof of my betrayal. Why? Because of those little spiders' advice? Or because that young journalist told you only strong ones can commit such evil? Or because Elijah Land was resolved too easily, making you suspect I'm hiding something? Was all my effort to hide the truth futile? No. I wanted to believe you. I really did. I wished you were innocent. There was an explanation for everything suspicious about you, that I could gain a strong and reliable partner. How I wish it was all just a mistake and false suspicions. That the Bruce couple's death was a mere misfortune and your involvement in the operations was indeed to serve justice. That your care for Granny Henny these past 4 years were fake. That you accepted my proposal to help Granny Henny wake from her nightmare. That you could heal her wounds from her broken family, become her new family, and help her regain happiness in her remaining years. I really did hope this guess was true. I really did hope this. Haha. I knew it. She's Chameleon 2.0. Run, Chief, run! Run, true, Andreas, true. Run, Chief, run. You watch her laugh until her whole body is trembling with it. You watch her wipe away the tears from her. But there's a bigger problem. She's S tier. She's S rank sinner. Be bolder, Chief. Don't just try to pick one correct answer. Why can't both be true? Moore turns to face you, her gaze shifting from street to you. The fading sunset still beams down on her warm features, yet you suddenly find her face incredibly familiar. I never cared about anyone, not even myself, but the Bruces were different. I was truly grateful to them. On my 18th birthday, I just had completed the hardest and most important job my client had given me. According to the rules then, those 3 who barged into my home at the time shouldn't have left, but I let them go. I thought maybe they were too eager to help me and didn't see what was hidden in that apartment. Perhaps I really wanted to taste that birthday cake. But what about 4 years later? You still did it. You turned your back on those who loved you. You betrayed them. You stabbed them with your knife. Yes, if only they hadn't crossed the line. Hadn't discovered my real job. What a shame. So that's what happened. She killed them. Of course, the city dark web had a job to do during the important event. I got assigned many tasks to support my work partners. I was working late for several days in a row, too busy to go home. To save the bruises from having to worry about me, I made up excuses and fake tests at CyberSec, covered my traces and kept the server somewhere outside so I could concentrate on my work. But still, my teachers, mentors, and parents, the bruises were too good to be fooled by me. They found me. I was too tired from working, so I let my guard down. I slipped out and let them see things they shouldn't have seen. Even though you anticipate this answer, a chill still goes down your spine. Come to think of it, it's truly a shame. If I hadn't overworked myself to the point of losing track of time, if I had come home on time, they wouldn't have been so worried or thought I got into trouble with some dark web hitman. If they had been less smart and tech savvy, if they hadn't tracked me down so fast and cracked my device, they wouldn't have seen what they shouldn't have seen. If they could have cared less about a strange girl and stopped coming after me and trying to get to the bottom of it, I wouldn't have had to do it. The bruises were the best, holy shit. How I wish. More stops with her hypothetical scenarios. She looks back at you. You can't tell if there's more regret or irony in her smile. Sadly, even if Elle's condition led to the worst option out of the two, I was accountable to my client after all. And I had no choice. The only consolation was that Granny Henny went mad. She probably didn't want to face the reality. And to face me, the person who killed her entire freaking family. It's good that she's lost her mind. I'll stay to take care of her and I get to keep my only family. If she really defied the odds and gained back her senses, I would have to go through the trouble of doing it a third time. If only you hadn't shown up and ruined everything, Chief. Holy shit. Enough about this family, now answer my question. Oh, she's an SSS rank criminal. You're the mastermind behind the dark web. Her smile deepens. She dips her head slightly, the reflection on her glasses obscuring her eyes. She speaks as if the program has finally received the correct command. My god, yes, and its creator too. The city dark web is engineering feat I'm quite satisfied with, and given my independent life, I've completed many projects with her. She is the founder, the creator. He killed everyone who discovered the truth. Yes, I'm willing to be accountable to my client. What have you done using dark web? I've signed an NDA, but don't worry, you will find out soon enough. Who is your client? The underground? It's confidential, but rest assured she will come see you sooner or later. Either it's Rebecca or it's your sister. It's your ex-wife or it's your sister. More. What are you hiding? Who exactly are you lot? She looks at you, blinks once, and suddenly smiles. Haha, what a cute question. Oh, sorry, my bad. You asked the right question. You deserve a reward. The cafe's lights explode suddenly. You stand up quickly to pull away from her while countless lasers beams come from far, aiming at more. Underground, I think? Yeah. Oh my god. But that's a new looking more. A scary looking one. Oh my god. Her eyes and her heart is glowing. Okay, you hear her laughter in the dark and watch as she slowly unbuttons her collar. Oh my god, it's the steamy hot room 2.0, Andreas. It's all over again. It's the same thing. Just this time she's probably kinkier, revealing a red birthmark like a pattern on her clothes. Except it's not a birthmark. It's twisting and riffing like a living thing, resembling a grotesque beautiful flower. A flower. Wait. In that moment, remember something. It's the flower we see at the beginning of the game, but instead of it being white, it's red. Doesn't it look familiar? You should have seen this flower before in my data. Oh god, this is getting spicy. Julian? Sister? Your sister? Underground. The flower seems capable of devouring your consciousness. The more you gaze at it, the deeper you feel trapped by it. Your vision starts to riffing as a non-existent force is gradually gathering, converging on the human who bears the flower. She's part of underground. She is part of the underground. More smiles slightly. Besides her, the light screen that has protected you many times rises, now covered in sharp glowing spikes. This time though, it has turned into a menacing weapon. I could make up 1,000 reasons to let Bruce live, but because he discovered this, it couldn't be helped. I can't break my contract with the one who planted this flower. Now you've seen everything you should and shouldn't have seen. Got any final questions? No. DUC, MBCC, 9th Agency, FAC. Okay, surrounding the cafe. The 9th Agency, the MBCC, the FAC, Special Agents, Soldiers, Sinners. There hasn't been a battle of this scale in a long time. The confrontation escalates in no time. Everyone understands that the person facing you is no longer an ordinary sinner. It's an enemy with which no negotiation is possible. You said a part of you died in NF110. It sounded disgustingly genuine. Oh my god. Because I was trying to fool you, said Chief. The donut is hiding behind her. I'm glad you once believed in my humanity. Even if you didn't buy into it completely, it still pleases me. After all, when I killed that kind couple, even I didn't believe I had a heart. Explosions break out one after another. Surging flames illuminate the city in the evening. You have known from the start this showdown was inevitable. MBCC Chief's Office. The series of sensational dark web cases has come to an end. With the clues left at the scene, the 9th Agency and other departments soon discovered the location of the dark web's main server and successfully destroyed it. As for the culprit, Sinner Moore she disappeared in the explosion during the battle, leaving behind no remains, but since the shackles between you two have vanished, she's considered dead. She's not dead. So we failed to capture her. Moore's colleagues, the medical staff at the nursing home, and those who had interacted with her at the bureau have all shown varying degrees of grief and sadness. I have a feeling she's going to appear in the next main storyline. I think she will appear. Like Shalom and Coco appeared in the chapter 13. I believe Moore will appear in Moore and Zero will appear in chapter 14. Because there's no way, right? This is the first time we have failed to capture Sinner. With the election approaching, the East Side's political scene has never been more active. Multiple councillors have begun their campaign on the streets. In a matter of days, both the media and the general public have lost interest in the dark web. Excuse me, what? Exactly. This city has always been this way. No one would pay attention to something that no longer poses a threat or an interest. However, detrimental it once was to the city, it is nothing more than just a few cold lines of text and records. Oh my god, this reminds me of meeting Bai and freaking Underground. Oh my freaking god. More has been exposed. Is that so? What a pity. The 3 question marks. Okay, these aren't just some underground members. These are the underground members, okay? Like important people. Dark Voice. No matter her mission's already finished, under her cover the 3 other plans have been progressing steadily. She insisted on staying above ground for 4 years ago for some reason. Now that she has nowhere else to go, she can finally return without hesitation. She is officially a member of the big underground. What about the shackles? The defective one has imposed those shackles on her. We are considered the defective one. Won't they attract those people from the city? Don't fret, the shackles have already been severed. They can sever the shackles? Surely the power of the defective one is no match for more superior power. There are more shackle types. And they can sever the shackles. Okay, this has to be the most eventful interrogation yet, probably. What? What? More has escaped the FAC, the MBCC, the 9th Agency, all the forces in East and West District. She's part of the underground, like, you know, people with power, with strength. The shackles can be severed. We are the defective one, and they are stronger shackles. Chapter 14 will be crazy. The overgrounders will only think that the dark web smash is dead. The best way to get rid of a chasing hound is to throw it some bones, am I right? That's exactly that woman's favorite trick. See how she threw out the useless server to distract those investigators. On TV, some media have found Moore's parents are trying to dig out more news. What they get is nothing new too. Moore's parents are still alive? But they have long since formed new families and even forgotten they had a daughter. They haven't seen her once in nearly 20 years. Oh, Moore's real parents. Moore's real parents are still alive. They have long since formed new families and even forgotten they had a daughter. Wow. Wow. Facing the pressing questions, they both give the same cold and pointless answer. I have no idea why she turned out this way. She has nothing to do with me. I don't do interviews. She has a very cold family. Unless you can get a share of its insurance. Wow. Wow. What the heck? What the heck? As long as they're satisfied, isn't that what Moore wants? The dark web. No. Pestilence mission is fulfilled. Pestilence is one of the, you know, the type of sinners. The digitalized mania is fully mature, and physical hardware is no longer needed. Digitalized mania is fully mature. Every individual in this city who has touched dark web will become a server for the new mania network. Let those people in this city celebrate and hold onto that useless wreckage for now. Our network has already surpassed disasters and reached out the entire world. The path has already been paved, the wheels will move forward and nothing will stop them now. Next. Wow, wow, wow. 9th Agency. Chief, you look a bit uneasy. Don't you want to join the celebration of this rare victory? It's not a victory. We have finally tracked down the source of the dark web and eliminated the uncertainty that's been plaguing us. The shackles of the masterminds have been broken too. You should let go of whatever premonition you have and just relax for a moment. Or else, how can we face the upcoming war? Upcoming war. You're right, it's just the upcoming war. Upcoming war. It's happening, guys. Paradisos? Oh, we're fighting underground, basically. Paradisos will be fighting underground. You know, my god. It's actually happening. You suddenly remember there's still a place you must visit. It's actually freaking happening. It's finally over. I can take some time off. Where should I go next? So where should I go next? The thoughts are suddenly interrupted by the image of that home. The fire, the burned car, the white sheet, and... Who are you? It was you who took them away, wasn't it? Where are they? Bring them back. Give me back my kids. You said a part of you died. It sounded so disgustingly genuine. Hehehe, of course, I was only fooling you, silly. Longing, guilt, or a belated sense of humanity, these things don't exist in me. It was only a line of code containing an error that I didn't bother to correct for years, which finally died just now. Moore is an antagonist, a huge antagonist, who is playable. What the heck? Wow. Man, if this trend continues, Valkyrie is going to be responsible for the storm and actually Matilda's mother. Yes, I think so too. Thanks for helping me spot this little anomaly. Well done. The next time we meet, don't expect the same leniency, Chief. Back at the hospital, you see Granny Henny lying quietly on the hospital bed. You have not reached an agreement on whether to proceed with the surgery and no one can make this decision for her. And that murder command you intercepted back then was somewhat different from what you'd imagined. It didn't contain digitalized mania either. It couldn't even be called a command, for it was just a simple plain message. Have a sweet dream, dear. Right? My god, Have a sweet dream. Have a sweet dream, dear, was the command. The dust has settled. If the right family had appeared earlier, would the ending have been different? MBCC Chief. This is crazy. What? Are you kidding me? Wait, this is the first time we like failed, you know? Like super failed. Like Shalom is sleeping, right? Shalom is sleeping, but Moore is with the underground. She's against us. We failed to catch her. We failed to get the truth out of her. What the heck? Okay, we know for sure more is appearing in the next main story chapter. There's no way she won't appear. They can't just tell you, hey, you know, she's part of the underground. She's part of the underground. She's the real mastermind behind the dark web. Okay, it's not a Zero. It's more. She's the real mastermind. She escaped. Her shackles got broken. They severed the shackles between you, the chief, and more. And oh my god, we are the defective one. Oh my god, chief, what a crazy freaking chapter. I mean, interrogation, sorry. I wasn't expecting that me neither. Wow. Wow. Okay, chief, there's rice, but I'm sorry, I'm so exhausted and tired. I don't think I can do rice today. So sorry guys, I'm gonna take a break. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for joining. My voice is dead. I forgot that more didn't have voice acting, so I'm going to rest. Sorry I won't be able to do rice, but thank you very much for coming to the stream. But hear me out, she isn't that bad. It's fine, we can fix her. We can fix her, guys. We can. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. Thank you for coming, and Chief, see you next time. Autumn out.